I like the SP2 because, one, the wrap goes all the way down. The design is elegant. It's not too much, it's not too little. You know, color scheme looks really nice. And then the 12.9 Revo just fits on there perfect. So to actually go through the process and see how every shaft is made and how they can tweak it this way or tweak it that way, so the process is incredible, and just being able to understand it and have trust that it's made the right way, and you know, it's formed this way every single time when you need it. It's like having a little coach on your shoulder while you're playing.
It's a very good afternoon from the Masse Club in Hamilton as we bring you live coverage of Season 2 of the 2022 VNEA 8-Ball Senior Teams Championship. This is the first of the semi-finals. Looking forward to this one. It is the Pukekohe Falcons up against the West Auckland Spotters. Joining me in commentary, the man they simply call the Professor, the great Jimmy Henry. Jimmy, firstly, let's run through this Pukekohe Falcons team.
Yeah, we got Peter Kingy, Tony Whareau, Lincoln Muaulu and Jeffrina Harwood.
And on the other side for the West Auckland Spotters?
Marvin Pedrago, Richard Alfonso, Roldan Largo and Ronald Lopez.
So it is Tony Whareau who will break first. And let's just take us through the format here, Jimmy, with this teams.
Yeah, so it's 1 frame each. Everyone plays everyone, and you get 10 points for a win and 1 point for each ball if you're the loser.
And you just play each person over just 1 frame.
Yes.
So we now welcome Tony Whareau to the table. They do come in here as the underdogs. But we have seen a lot of upsets, including yourself, Jimmy, one of the pre-tournament favourites, but just came undone a little bit by... It's a very good team, so Tony taking the ball right across to his left-hand side. So we have seen a ball go down. It is the red 3, the brown 7. So Jimmy, 2 unders, not 2 solids, but looking at the table here, is that still his best option? Of course, he has the choice off the break if he sinks something, of going either with the stripes or the solids. Looking at the setup.
Yeah, I like the stripes, but he's got an easy solid there, so he's going to opt for the solid ones.
Because it's about accumulating points as much as anything. Remember, you can sink 7 balls, lose the frame, you'll pick up 7 points. The winning team will pick up 10.
Exactly.
Now he's still got the chance here, hasn't he, on that blue 2.
He's got a great angle here to knock that 4 ball out. See, that's the 4 ball is one of his hardest balls to get to.
Across the left-hand side. So the object ball at the moment is this blue 2. The ball he's wanting to move is the purple ball on the other side of the table. Plays the shot, didn't quite get enough on it, but still at the table. That is the important thing at the moment. Now, does he look to play safety, Jim? And if he's playing safety, what options does he have here?
Yeah, well, he's looking at the 4 if he can sneak past those 2 balls, the striped ones. But I don't think that's on, so he hasn't got very many options here. He's in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, so you are watching the VNEA 8-Ball Senior Teams Championship. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Tony Whareau at the table.
He's going to try and kick that 4 in the corner. Okay, so he's opened the table right up for Marvin.
Now, the great Marvin Pedrago, tell us a little bit about Marvin.
Oh yeah, he's been one of the best players for the last 10, 20 years. Been around a while and been dominating the game for the last 10 or 20 years,
Part of a very good
player.
Flux of players out of the Philippines.
He's just got a little problem there, Mark, with the 2 green balls stuck together, the striped one and the solid one.
And one of the things, Jimmy, playing a lot on the outside tables, now the television table, it's a beautiful table, it runs a little bit quicker, they're going to need to make that adjustment.
Yes, definitely, you've got to adapt real quick, otherwise you're going to be behind the 8 ball. Great shot by Marvin. He's opened up his 14 strike ball.
Still got that.
And he's looking pretty good here. Still got a little bit of work to do. So he'll pot this 10 ball and try and get back into the middle of the table from here. Leaving himself on the 12 ball, which is the purple stripe ball. To pot this and get on the purple stripe ball if possible. Yes, he does.
Yeah, nicely
wow,
done.
He's
a little bit too much weight on it.
Yeah.
Finds himself on the underside of it. And
Yeah.
that difficult ball he's got to come back for, Jimmy.
Yes, is that one there, right
Which is
there, Mark.
the 15?
Yeah, well, he'll pot this 12, go to the 11 ball right up the top there and find an angle off the 11 ball to open the green ball up.
Yeah, green stripe.
So where he gets to, he gets up
Brings
here.
it back nicely.
And it's
So
got a great angle there, Mark.
reads your mind, Jimmy. He's been around, as you said, so Petrago. But the next shot might be the decisive shot. Looking at it now, wondering what his options are, surveying them, thinking 2 shots ahead.
Definitely a little bit of luck become involved here where he's going to nudge that 14 stripe ball, green stripe ball, and hopefully it's going to be on for one pocket.
Well, Tony Whaarau will be desperate to try and...
He's trying to go off this green solid ball now, Mark, and get back to where his hand is.
Okay, so big shot here, big shot here. Context of this game, not too much weight on it.
See, look where the white ball ends up. It's perfect for his next ball, but he misses.
Yeah, but still a very difficult shot now for Tony Whaarau.
Yeah, I think he played the wrong shot there. He could have played the 11, knocked into those 2 balls. Anyhow, it's Whaarau at the table. And Tony's been around many years too. He's just played as long as Marvin. Snooker background.
Yeah, well, Whaarau, he'll be used to playing from distance, playing from the big snooker tables.
Oh,
nice
definitely.
shot, great shot, big shot. That's a good start for Tony Whaarau. So he is 3 balls away from taking this first frame and picking up the 10. Nicely played.
Great shot. Perfect. Should be all over here.
There it is. Oh, just sitting on the cushion there. Not an easy shot. A player of this quality. Jimmy, you got that little marker there on the side of the table. What's that for?
Yeah, that's just to show what pocket the black is going to go into.
Okay.
Mark your pocket. So there's no, arguments.
So there it is, 10 points immediately to the Falcons. We'll need to just confirm number of points for Petrago,
Yes.
but certainly you would have thought 5, possibly 6.
So he's got 10 points to 5, I think. He had 2 balls left, didn't he?
Yeah, 10-5, maximum points you can pick up if you lose the frame are 7. Of course, a point for every ball you do sink. And now we're going to welcome Lincoln Muaulu to the table, are we?
Yeah, Lincoln, another great player. Love watching Lincoln play. He plays a lot of spin. Plays the game really well. It's got all the arsenal.
And he's going to be up against, what, the great Ronald Lopez?
Yes,
Richard
yes.
Alfonso.
Sorry, no,
Ronald
you're
Lopez.
right. Yes.
Up against Ronald Lopez, so big chance now. Wouldn't we like to see Lincoln Muaulu, if he can win this one?
They're right to a good start.
Might be oh,
It's got a ball there.
8 ball goes down, and the 3 ball's gone down.
Okay.
So what's the ruling here, Jimmy?
So the 8 ball's respotted and he carries on.
Okay, so there's none of this. It's all over off the break.
Yep, you see he's respotted it and he carries on. He's still got the option of taking whatever he wants.
So just basically, it's almost like the 8 ball didn't go down, except it has just moved on to where the top of the frame would have been. He's going to have to get used to the weight on this table as well. So he's happy still. He's gone with overs, gone with the stripes, even though off the break he did put the solid 3 down. So what's he seen here?
Yeah, nice shot on the 10 here. Just stayed in the middle of the table. It's pretty good.
I mean, Jimmy, particularly with so many balls on the table early on, you're not likely to see somebody necessarily run through the table. At what point do you look to get out and maybe
Yeah, only when
play
you
a little bit more defensively, or do you just back yourself to play through?
Oh no, he'll back himself 100% here. All the balls in the open. The only reason why you'd do that, Mark, is when the balls are tied up. You've got a few, hard balls to get out. As you see, all the balls are in the open, and he should just run the set out.
Still that orange stripe.
Yeah, the orange stripe is going to be his problem. So he's going to take this red stripe one, run down for the purple stripe.
And
on
we'll
the
worry
rail.
about it when he gets to it.
Yeah.
Knowing at least he's going to pick up 7 points.
Oh, he's just going to stop it there to give him a good shot on. Oh no, he run through. That was the right shot. Okay, here's the tricky part here to get to that orange ball now.
Yeah, cannot underestimate the corners too in those middle pockets if you are looking to play the corner shot.
Nice little screw back to where his hand is. That's pretty good. Might have gone a little bit too far.
Right. Big shot now. Can he cut this into the pocket?
Yeah, he can cut it in, but he's running away from the black behind the yellow and the green balls, so he's going to have to do some work here. He's going to have to probably go off 2 rails up the top and come back down. So nudge this into the middle pocket, run up the table 2 rails and come back down. Just got to be careful of the in-off, but he should be all right if he hits the 2 rails. Well, he's going to the short rail first. I'd go to the long rail and come back round.
He's going to back himself here, Lincoln Mu'ulu.
Oh no, he's just touched it in. Oh, wow.
Oh, nice shot. Now, big shot. Boy, great frame if he can put this away. Brilliant frame from the break. And a few times we'll see a player run through a rack. Just have a look at the replay here, Jimmy.
Yeah, nice touch.
Boy,
perfect.
I mean, they call you the professor, but this man's the surgeon. He cuts it in, and there it is. Picks up the 10 points. More importantly, their opponents will only pick up 2 points. One point, in fact.
1 point.
So, big opportunity here for the Pukekohe Falcons, the local team. Hope you are enjoying coverage from the Masse club. Next up on the table, we will have who have we got next up, Jimmy?
Well done, Largo.
Roldan Largo, and he will take on Peter Kingy.
I think it's going to be Jeffrina Harwood that comes out of the corner.
In fact, it will be Jeffrina Harwood. So, really big frame in the context of this semi-final.
We might just have to update the scores later on with the outside games. They're also playing on the outside tables.
Yep. Good solid break.
Did he get a ball? Yes,
Yep.
he's got a ball.
Got the solid blue, the 2 ball.
Yeah, so he's definitely going to go to the solids here.
He's got a boy. There's not a lot in the middle of the table, is there? Toned down both the left and right channels.
Yeah, the solids are there's Jeffrina Harwood, very good lady player that's been around a few years now. Her game has really improved since I last seen her.
There's one.
When he gets to his hard ball first and early, which is good. This is their chance to get back into the match.
It's 2. Plenty of back spin and screw on that. Brings it back. But it's just got himself in a bit of difficulty here, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, he has 2. Just nudge that 5 in the middle. A little bit risky, but he should be okay if he can pot it. He'll be definitely okay.
He does pot it.
Easy shot.
Very good.
Yeah, the red ball, so you open up the green ball. Is he going to take the plant? Red ball. Just open that green ball channel. Now he's got the purple, green, black. Just easy as that. Quick fire.
So, chance here for the West Auckland spotters, certainly in terms of the television table, to get themselves back in the game. We'll update the scores from the outside tables for you. Remembering 4 players in each team. You play each member of the opposite team once. If you win the frame, you pick up 10 points. The losing team will get a point for every ball they have sunk during the frame.
Yeah, that's a 10-0 score there.
Yeah. So they certainly pull back some valuable points there, the spotters. And we will still have Jeffrina Harwood staying at the table by the looks of it.
Okay, it's Mr. Lopez
So,
versus Peter Kingy.
yeah, okay, so my apologies. Ronald Lopez up against Peter Kingy. Let's talk a little bit about Peter.
Yeah, Peter's been around a very long time. So he's been around for over 20 years. A very good player, solid player.
It'll be Ronald Lopez with the break and deciding to come just slightly left of middle for his break. Quite low bridge. Plenty of power on that though. Now, stripe has gone down. Let's just confirm that ball for you. And so it is the purple striped.
Yeah, and stripes look like the ones to go for. They're both looking pretty good, but stripes do look better. Only because of the red 3 ball.
Well, look at that 8 ball. It's just sitting there, isn't it? Just waiting for somebody. It's not going to be a difficult shot.
Probably the best ball for Ronald to take here would be the 15. Then go back up table 11 and come back down. It's going the opposite way.
Just get you to talk in colours, Jimmy, here, just so that...
Yeah, the red stripe first. Screw back for the brown stripe.
Yeah. So if you are watching for the first time, it is all about mapping. It's not just rugby. It's not just the first phase. It's second phase, third phase. What's the second phase going to lead to? How are you going to exit from that if you need to?
Okay, just roll forward.
Ronald Lopez playing high on the cue ball here.
Oh, he's in a bit of trouble here, folks.
Well, we've got the old commentator's curse, Jimmy. We've talked about the commentator's curse, haven't we, Jimmy, in the past? Yeah, I'm not sure that you've done your homework since we last did this, Jimmy. Not taking notes, Jimmy.
No,
We never assume as a commentators, Jimmy.
Wow.
I've seen people lose world championships based on a commentator saying something, mate.
Yeah, I think he played the wrong shot there, but anyway, he still has a ball. The blue stripe one or the yellow stripe. Taking the yellow stripe will just nudge him into that red ball.
So just watching here now, going to need to start threading the needle high on the cue ball here. So he's going to run through. He does run through.
He's missed it. Wow, he's in trouble.
He's in a real world of trouble now. You've heard it from Jimmy. So Peter Kingy will be sitting back, wondering what Lopez does here. Does he have? Can he play defensively at all, Jimmy, or does he just have to take his chance now?
Well, he has to just hit something is the main thing. He doesn't want to give away ball in hand.
So remember, he is playing the stripes. So he's going to more than likely have to come up the table.
Yep.
Real option towards this end, and he will go up the table. And now this is about precision.
Okay, he's just hit the ball.
Well,
You don't want to give them ball in hand.
He does, he plays it. So he's got himself out of the snooker, and he's put that cue ball in a precarious position for Peter Kingy. So a good outcome under the circumstances, but chance still here for Kingy.
Oh yeah, they're all in the open for Peter if he wants them.
There's one. Hit that with a bit of weight, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he just wanted to pot the ball, stay at the table. The green ball will get him back down table. Brown ball probably next.
So this is all about just marking out the table and then joining the dots. There's one, there's another one.
Okay, he's come down for that's a good area he's in now. That yellow ball is going to be a bit of a problem if he can't get it now.
Oh, I think he can get through there, can't he, Jimmy?
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks all right.
Still got a bit of work to do. The purple ball's the hard ball in this rack.
Okay, so he's going to play the orange ball, the 5 ball into this middle pocket, right-hand side.
Yeah, nice touch.
Lovely little touch, beautiful weight. Don't underestimate, too, the adjustment required on this television table. New cloth that's running quick. These beautiful Predator Arcadia cloth. Stunning looking balls they're playing with, Jimmy.
Yeah, the Arcos too. Very nice set of balls. Okay, just run through and try and, oh, what's he doing? He's going for he's holding off. He's playing a defensive shot there. I would have had a go.
Jimmy, I had a bit of a play around earlier with some of these Predator cues. I mean, that's almost cheating. They're that nice.
Oh, they're very nice, yeah.
Boy, just take out the guesswork, don't they?
They do. They do. Not a bad shot by Ronald. He's covered that ball. He's covered that pocket. I think the one can still slide past.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
wow,
Nice
yeah.
shot. I'm liking just the whole body language here of Peter Kingy. He looks very relaxed. He's got quite an open stance, hasn't he? He's not a player who spends too much time surveying his options.
No, he's got a good game, Peter. He's very consistent, you know.
He's just got that blue 4, that purple 4 ball.
Yeah, that's perfect now.
That's his difficulty.
We'll just roll this and come back to the brown ball. Try and get the white ball where it is now.
Big shot, this one. Big shot.
Nice,
Lovely
nice
shot. Beautiful weight on the cue ball. Great control of the cue ball.
And a beautiful line.
And then he's just got that 8 to finish this off. Well, a little bit of a mistake from Ronald Lopez, and you just can't afford to make the mistakes at this level, because Peter Kingy should, and I'm not going to say he will, I'm not going to put the commentator's curse on him, get the job done here, puts it in, and just like that, picks up the 10 points. However, for Ronald Lopez, he will pick up 4 points, as 4 strike balls have been sunk. So 10-4, the score in that particular rubber. Hope you are enjoying coverage live from the Masse Club in Hamilton. Do check out the range of Predator cues, Predator cloth, the ball. Of course, the chalk, ever important. Don't forget, if you want to take the guesswork out, you want to take your Q Sports to the next level, have a chat to the team at Masse when it comes down to tables. And look, if you're even just wanting to maybe improve a little bit, join one of the clubs in the North Island, and you can find yourself chatting to the man they call the Professor.
Definitely. I'll be here I'm at each club every week, so always be here.
Tony Whaarau now at the table.
Okay, we're going to have to update some of those scores because outside table are playing some games as well.
Yep.
So hopefully we can find somebody to bring the scores over.
So those graphics that you've seen on the television are simply the score lines for this television table, not the overall match score. But Tony Whaarau now comes up against Marvin Petrago.
It's rolled down there.
Oh, roll down, my apologies.
Nice break, he's gone in. Oh, well, he's gone in off there, so it ain't a nice break.
But still,
Could be a costly break.
A lot of critical mass on the table. There are a lot of balls, and that is one of the things on these smaller tables, particularly in 8 ball.
Yes.
It's not 9 ball. It's not as easy to run through a rack as you think, particularly early on. You've got to have a little bit of luck. So I'm not sure Tony will be overly concerned just at the moment. However,
wow,
could change in the next 2 to 3 shots.
No, I think he should be concerned right now. All those solid balls look like they've got pockets to go to. The only one he's worried about is the black and the brown ball, and he can screw it into here right now. Open it up right now will be the shot.
He's got to be on his game though.
Black and the brown, open it up. Oh wow, that's a big miss.
Yeah, just looked a little bit too casual, just a little bit too relaxed. Very open stance. very a long way away from the cue.
Yeah, wow.
So Tony Fardow gets a second life, but what can he do? He has the ability. He's a very good defensive player too, Tony.
Through snooker. But yeah, Tony's going to definitely take the solids here. Like I say, his only problem is the brown ball and the black ball stuck together. No pocket for that brown ball. So just got to stay around the middle of the table here. Have plenty of options.
Oh, nice pocket. And you see that Jimmy just now can survey his options. Chance here to move that black ball.
Yeah, that's what he wants to be looking at, Mark.
The right scroll on this cue ball and we'll run through on the red. Solid red here. Not to just try and disrupt. Not yet.
Not yet. He's got plenty of time. He could get it off this yellow ball if he wanted. A little bit risky. Hopefully that green ball's on. It's pretty tight. Yeah, it's always going to come back to that brown ball. That's what Ronald tried to do, open up that brown ball, but he didn't succeed. That's a good shot. Wow. Is that on for any pocket? Have we got the green ball for any pocket?
Well, we'd have to have an aerial shot, which we just don't have at the moment. Can it squeeze past that red stripe? Not sure it can, but he's going to come back up the table and play this 4-ball first.
Oh, can it squeeze past that red ball there? Look, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, we do have a camera in the country, I'm told, and we will have that up and going at future live streaming events, so we will be able to go above the table and get a really good look at what channels might be open and what channels might have been just shut down. So now Tony Fardow, you can just see him playing on that top right-hand side of that cue ball. He's got some bit of work to be doing now, Jimmy.
Oh, definitely. Like I think he's putting himself into trouble here now. He's just going to take anything he can. Just get the points.
And
That's
he
a
runs
good shot.
it, he
That's
runs
a
it,
good
he
shot.
runs it. And now
Wow.
he's back in the game. Does he take the brown ball now, Jimmy?
Wow, just get as many points as you can. I don't think that brown ball's on. So he's going to just hit this ball and hope for a little bit of luck here. Something, he wants to make something happen, and nothing has happened.
No, snookered himself almost, I think, Jimmy.
Okay, there's that problem I told you about at the start.
Yep. He's going to have to come off this left-hand rail, surely.
Any miss here, it's definitely going to be game over for
So he's going to
Ronald.
come off the left rail. He's good enough. I'm sure he'll get something on it.
Oh, look at
Oh,
this.
great shot if he does, but it's an in-off. Wow, that would have been one of the great shots, but cue ball goes down on the opposite side. But Jimmy, have a look at this
Wow.
again.
Yeah.
Boy, that is quality. Unlucky.
And I think he nominated that pocket too.
Yep.
Okay, folks, open table here. You shouldn't see a miss from here.
Yep. Nice thing. They've got 7 no matter what, if you're a fan of the
Yes.
Pukekohe Falcons. 7 points. That's a nice spread now for the Stripes.
Okay, we might try and get an update with all the scores stuck together, and then we'll see what we got. Might just have a minute break.
Oh, he missed one.
Wow.
He missed one. And
How
now the
could
door
he
is
do
open
that?
from Tony Fardow. Wow. Don't expect that. He had a clear table. He hasn't quite been on his game today. Well done, Largo. And now this, to wrap the frame up, more importantly, will also mean that the spotters will only get the 2 points. And that could be
Wow.
costly in the
Very
context of this match.
Tony Farwell 10, Ronald 2.
Well, that is a big shock. But that just shows, folks, sitting at home, it can happen to the best of you. So when it happens to you, don't beat yourself up. Don't break your cue over your knee. Don't throw the toys. Don't blame the equipment. Just remember, even the best can do it. And at the end of the day, it's not the table's fault.
That's unbelievable he missed that.
Yeah,
I'll never see him miss that in 100 years.
so on the television table, it is
Richard
41
Alfonso.
plays 20. give you the overall update once we have accumulated those scores for you. Hope you are enjoying the coverage though. We're going to have Peter Kingy back at the table. And it will be Richard Alfonso. First time we've seen him on the television table. It'll be Kingy with the break.
And they've changed players here. So again, you are right, it was Marvin. Marvin that's up.
Okay, so just confirm that. Marvin Petrago
Yep, he's back on.
is back on, up against Peter Kingy. I do apologise. I just can't read your handwriting, Jimmy.
Well, look at this rack here. You know, a real tight rack, so you're going to see a little bit of defensive play here.
Yeah, a lot of critical mass, isn't there, at that one end of the table?
Yeah.
It looks like the right-hand side favours the stripes, the left-hand side favours the solids.
Solids look the better.
That's the call from the professor. And if the
nice.
professor says the solids look better, you can put your money on it. He's taken many back to school over the years, Jimmy.
Okay, this is a shot here. He's going to try and pot this 5 and open everything up. He wants to nudge into the 3, the black, he wants to push all of those open. He's going to do it right now or maybe save it.
Oh, a bit of weight on that.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
that was always the intent, wasn't it, Jimmy? You can just see by how much weight he put on that cue ball. Has he done enough, though? Has he done enough?
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. So his only problem here now is the purple ball. How is he going to get to the purple ball?
Purple 4 ball.
Yes, where's that ball going to go?
So middle of the table down the bottom, if you're scouring quickly across the screen at the moment.
So he might take the yellow ball after this, or he's going to go to that purple ball combination now. Nah, not just yet. The 2's
Suggesting
on.
the plant was on, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, the 2 is the better shot. Screw back into the 4. Okay, he's going to screw back into that purple ball, make it onto a pocket.
So let's have a look if he can put that down. So,
Did he
screws
hit
back.
it? Wow, he didn't hit it. Okay, he's got a beautiful angle here to get back to where the white ball is now. Screw it back to that area. Perfect angle for that shot.
And it goes low on the cue ball, so you can see
Yes.
that he is going to bring it back here. So the cue
There
ball
you go,
controlled
folks.
by how high, how low, what side of the cue ball you decide to use the tip of your cue on.
Yeah, well, he's got a funny angle here, Mark. He can't really get out unless he can get past that orange stripe ball, and then he'll go towards the 1 ball. If you miss that orange stripe, he's all right. But I think he's just going to draw back, nudge into the yellow one, if that, but he should be okay. Nice shot. Perfect.
So he's just 2 balls away from wrapping
Yeah.
up this frame, and he will leave all 7 solids on the table.
Looks like he's going to come back to the middle of the table.
A big shot, this one. Can't miss this. Cannot miss this.
Nice
Doesn't
shot.
miss it. Brings it back into the middle of the table, as the professor says. And so this will be a 10-0 frame to the West Auckland Spotters, the team of Petrago, Alfonso, Largo and Lopez, climbing their way back into the light. And they do, and they wrap it up. Big frame, big frame. Well done, Marvin Petrago. Well, Peter Kingy didn't really have... I think Peter Kingy could do about it, to be honest. It's a wonderful format. The teams, I encourage you, if you're playing at home ever, try the teams format. You can have 3-on-3.
Oh, this is
Each
good.
member plays each one. You 10 points for the frame win, and the losing team, well, you get a point for every ball that's gone down, even if you didn't necessarily sink your particular ball. If it's down, you will pick up a point. So you can lose, but you can still pick up 7 points in a frame.
That's right. And this is only the semi-final. So you might see these 2 teams come back together later on. The winner will go to the hot seat. The loser will play another team coming through from the back door.
2 live, 8. And now I do like the look of Lincoln. Oh, he's
Yeah,
at the
look at that
table now.
break. Look at that break. Did he get a ball? Yes, he did.
Up against Richard Alfonso. So the ball that has gone down is the 9 ball. So
Okay. Yeah, so he's going to take solids, because that's the only ball he has got, the 3 ball.
we saw him play through a frame earlier in a very good victory. And this is the second time on the television table, so he's made a little bit of an adjustment. He's another player who plays with a lot of confidence, backs himself, but as he backed himself into a little bit of a corner here.
Yeah.
2 ball sitting there on the cushion, that 4 ball, and the 1 and the 7. 7's in a difficult place.
Okay, 5-2-4. He'll get him behind that 4 ball. Just thread the needle here, Mark, and go between the purple and red stripe.
But like Christian Cullen cutting the Wallabies apart.
There you go.
Carisbrook back in the 1990s.
Okay, now comes the tricky part. The tricky part is that yellow ball down the back there. Still got to get to the brown ball first and then the yellow ball. The other 2 hard balls in the set. It's got a funny sort of angle here. Is it on in the opposite corner?
So does not tough.
Yeah,
Last
now-
3 balls
now
before
he's-
the black.
yeah,
Now
no-
this is where he works out how much training and practice he's done. This is where you find out the difference between good and great. The difference between being extraordinary in the realm of the ordinary or ordinary in the realm of the extraordinary. I know that's a bit confusing, Jimmy, but take your time, think about that one. Ordinary, extraordinary in the realm of the ordinary, or ordinary in the realm of the extraordinary. Nice shot, but has he got enough weight? Comes back. Boy, that one
Okay.
ball's going to be...
Yeah, a little bit of...
He's going to need to pull that back, isn't he, Jimmy?
Well, he's going to run forward off 2 rails here and try and kick the 1 ball in the back where he's aiming up now. That's where he's going to come down into that area. He's got the perfect angle to run 2 rails and kick into it. After that, it's a bit of luck. So a little bit of luck is going to be needed here. And there you go. It's going to be lucky. It's going to be lucky.
Oh,
Not
no,
bad, not bad.
Yeah, but not ideal.
No, not ideal either.
But now we find out just how good this young man is. A remarkable talent.
He's got
What are
2
his options, Jimmy? Talk us through the different
He's
pockets.
got 2 problems here. First, you've got to pot that 1 ball, and you've got to find a pocket for the black ball.
And there's no pocket for that black ball at the moment.
No, so another, yeah, he needs more luck. But like I say, the first problem is to pot the 1 ball.
Where's he looking, Jimmy? Top of the table?
Yeah, top of the table, top left corner there.
Try and run that. Yeah, tough shot, because that 8 ball is just blocked by the purple stripe, the green stripe, the blue stripe. But to get the ball on the other side.
So I'll try and cut it into the corner and run into that purple stripe ball just to hold the white ball down here.
Let's see what he does here. This could be one of the
There it
great
is.
shots. The shot is in. The shot is in. But what's he done? Has he done enough? Has he done enough? I'm not sure he has. I'm not sure he's got a pocket here.
No,
So good though. Great effort.
Yep, a little bit of luck needed there.
Can he run it through? Does he have a gap here?
No, he has no pocket at all, folks.
Or does he need to somehow look to play down the table and bring it back up and hope?
No, he's going to try and double it into this right-hand corner as we look at it. He's going to try and double it in there. He needs to move that green ball out of the way and then do this over there. Look, wow, that was close. Nice chance. Nice try.
Game of inches, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Between a good sleep and a bad night's sleep, or just a little bit of lady luck. But I love the intent. I love the fact that Peter just has that ability to be able to see it clearly. It's easy to see it when you haven't got the television. I should say, Lincoln, my apologies, when you've got television lights on you. Sometimes you can lose a bit of clarity. Now, Richard Alfonso.
Yeah, just need to pot this ball. He's running into a fairly safe area off 2 rails here.
Misses
he
it.
doesn't. Yeah.
Misses. And now, opportunity. Chinese snooker.
Yes,
Opportunity,
Chinese snooker.
though. But this is a real chance. But this requires a huge amount of skill, ladies and gentlemen. Do not have a lock. Puts it in. He does, and he'll pick up the frame. And so it's been some unforced errors that have cost the spotters at some key moments. It is going back and forward. This is going to be a very close semi-final. Remember, the winning team will go straight through to the final. The loser will go into a repechage semi-final. And we'll bring you all the action, folks, from the Masse club in Hamilton. Of course, clubs in Pukekohe, Hamilton, Newland, Glen Eden. And then we've also, what are we, down in Stratford or Hawera?
Howard.
Hawera, down there in New Plymouth. And the professor often goes down there too.
Yep, travel all over the club.
Do they
4 clubs.
roll out the red carpet for you when you go down there,
Oh,
Jimmy?
yeah,
Do
mate,
you get
I
a
get it.
limousine, mate?
Oh,
you
yeah, I
picked
get
up from the
looked
airport
after.
and everything, or do you drive
Oh,
down?
definitely. No, I get everything.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's only fair, Jimmy.
Yeah, they spoil me here.
Yeah, no. Massage on the way in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything
no, it's good,
wherever
Jimmy.
I want to go.
That's what happens. I mean, that should be the incentive. Work hard, become the professor, and you get all the fringe benefits that comes with being a legend. And good Chiano, Jimmy. Building your brand.
Oh, yeah, well, you know,
We should get a shot of you, mate, so that people don't bump into you in a bar and get drunk and decide one night that they should play you for some money. Silly.
I try to keep away from the mark, taking people's money. I feel sorry for them.
So, Jeffina Harwood up against Marvin Petrago.
It's the match, yep.
Big break here for Petrago. Goes low on the cue ball. Oh. So Jeffrina Harwood. And so good start in this frame for Petrago. Decides that he wants to play the solids.
What a great break.
Still, the green 6 there. Purple 4. Yellow 1. Up this end of the table are his options. Not sure that he's got too many with the green 3 or the orange 6.
Well, he's going for the hard ball straight away. The orange, purple 4 ball. But he knew that could be the winning ball there. But hang on.
In a bit of trouble here now, Jimmy.
Yes.
The plant might be on. He's looking directly, and I'm not sure that he can squeeze past that orange stripe.
No, a little
But
bit
the
risky.
6 onto the red 3, I think is the shot, unless he feels he can run that green ball past the red 3. Let's have a look here. Big shot in the context of this match. Plays the plant, misses it. And so the door of opportunity opens up for Jeffrina Harwood.
Yeah, that's not too bad of a leave. You know, he's blocked that blue stripe ball from running down to that corner. And so Jeffrina's got a bit of work here. She can get a good start on the 11 in the middle. Or she can take the plant on. If she misses, it could be all over.
What are you doing, Jimmy, if you're at the table here?
Well, I'll just be potting the 11, just stay on a ball. Just get those balls, you know, pot those balls, get those points. Every point is very vital in this format of game.
So she might be going for that orange stripe.
Yeah,
Top
the orange
pocket.
stripe. Yeah.
Gets
Nice
one.
pot.
Lovely pot from Jeffrina. That
Yeah.
is really good.
Now she can tuck that 15 in behind, take the 11, plenty of options.
Difficult shot. She went for it too. So great to see the depth of women's cue sports in this country. Young Alexandra Andres as well.
Yeah, she's playing good pull off to Puerto Rico soon. Okay, I think it might come down to this game to see who wins the match in this game. I think the spotters are in trouble. I think this Falcon Pukekohe side has got enough points here to win the match and go to the hot seat and wait for a finalist.
Well, Jeffrina Harwood will confirm that for you, but she'll want to go into that final if that is the case with some momentum. And she'll want to see this through. She'll going to want to get one up against the great Marvin Petrago here. So we will confirm that for you. But we talked earlier about the upset because you have to say that the West Coast spotters came in as the big favourites with Petrago, Alfonso, Largo and Lopez. But we've seen so many upsets today. There's just something in the air here in Hamilton. I mean, who would ever have thought that Jimmy the Professor Henry would have been knocked out, but he's sitting next to me in commentary. He's got his box of tissues. He still hasn't recovered.
Yeah, I have it, mate. Still down and out at the moment.
And now, chance for Petrago to
nice drawback
to the table. So they will still have a second life, however, the spotters. They are by no means out of this tournament. They will play back on this table shortly in what will then be a do-or-die semi-final for them. For Peter Kingy, Tony Whaarau, Lincoln Muaulu and Jeffrina Harwood, well, they'll get to just sit back and relax and do a bit of visualisation.
Nice shot. Okay, but I think it's to no avail here. I think they already have lost, Marvin and them, the spotters. And they will be back. I'm sure they will be back in the minor semi-final. The winners have gone through, the Falcons have gone through the hot seat, unbeaten so far.
So you are watching live coverage of the 2022 VNEA 8-Ball Senior Championship Season 2. Don't go away, folks. When we come back, we will bring you that knockout semi-final. But congratulations to the Pukekohe Falcons. They now get to sit back, relax, and wait for the winner of our next match, streamed live here from Masse in Hamilton. Live coverage from the Masse Club in Hamilton as we bring you do or die time. The winner of this semi-final will go through to tonight's final, where they will take on a very good Pukekohe Falcons team who have just got up over the Spotters. But it is the Spotters who get a second life because of the way they've progressed through pool play. They will now take on the team simply known as the Sissies. And let's run through that team for you. Alongside of me is Jimmy the Professor Henry. And that team is made up of Dino Tangaloa, Edgar Lumag, and Earl Calica, and Steve Argus, Jimmy.
That's right. Yeah, all the way from Pukekohe, another team from Pukekohe. So hopefully we see another upset here. I always take the underdogs. But that was a good pick from you last time.
Yeah, no, well, Jimmy, it's not so much the underdogs. I think that once you get to this level, it's a tough call saying one team's an underdog. I mean, you've got to be pretty good to get here. It's an interesting dynamic. So if you have just joined us for the first time, this is team play. 4 members in each team. You play each member of the opposite team in just one frame. If you win the frame, you pick up 10 points. If you lose the frame, you still get a point for every ball that you have potted. So first up at the table,
yeah, it's Marvin versus Dino.
Marvin Petrago up against the great Dino Tangaloa.
Marvin to break.
There we go, Dino Tangaloa, Marvin Petrago. So Petrago with the break. And it's a dry break too by the looks of it. So early advantage will go the way of Tangaloa.
Wow.
Let's talk a little bit about
Dino Tangaloa.
Dino Tangaloa. It's a famous name in a lot of sports, Tangaloa.
Yeah, a lot of football players, Tangaloas.
Well, you had Dino Tangaloa, but back in the day, an All Black by the name of Timo Tangaloa.
Yeah, I knew Timo. Went to sort of
Lawrence Tangaloa.
Yeah, Lawrence, I knew him. Played for Chadji Roosters.
Went to school with Lawrence.
Did you?
Yes,
wow.
I did.
Yeah, he was a good friend of mine. I knew all of them. Was that Chadji South or Henderson, West Auckland?
Mount Albert Grammar, mate. Mount Albert Grammar, mate.
That's
The
right,
Kingdom.
Lawrence. He was a good football player. Ended up playing for the Roosters for a few years. And yeah, played under Ron O'Regan. Okay, it looks pretty good here. Solid.
So, tang along.
I think the best shot here would be just stop the white ball there. Okay, the 2 off the 9 maybe. But I would have went down further here to put that 3 ball and open up that purple ball. See that angle there? You could run into that purple brown ball over the middle pocket. That's the problem here. It's that purple ball.
So early on, and we've alluded to in the past, for these players and from the Sissy team playing maybe on the television table the first time, do need to make an adjustment for the speed of the table. Outside tables are not quite as quick, and that's where they have played their group, their section play, and a lot of their post-section play. And so, can he squeeze it in here? I think he's got room. It's just whether or not he can retain control of the cue ball.
Well, he wants to let it go and go 2 rails for his green and blue ball. Oh, he's fouled.
And he missed it. So that is ball in hand now for Petrago. And Petrago's too good. You sense that for Petrago now does have a couple of balls blocking pockets there.
Yeah, well, he'll go directly behind this purple ball and
now,
brown
Jimmy,
ball.
just clear that. Is he allowed to remove those balls from the pocket? Can he put that
solid
one in if he needs to?
Yes, he can.
As long as he hits his ball first?
Yep.
Because you're not allowed to block the pockets. Okay, that's a rule. It's a great rule. Learn it. Play it at home, folks.
Yeah, well, yeah, like I say, he can pot this ball and pot the yellow ball and he carries on. So, you know, there's no covering pockets.
So you want to clear the pockets.
So he's going to take this purple stripe, then the brown stripe, and then he's got his 2 hardest balls out. And then it's probably pretty much all over after the shot here. One good shot here will win him the game.
Got 2 tables running at the moment, so we'll keep those scores updated for you. Then we'll get to a certain score, which will then take it beyond the team chasing. And then we'll know which one of these teams will take on the Falcons.
Yeah, so do you think it's an advantage playing twice?
Well, look,
It's a bit of a risk.
Yeah, I think momentum's a good thing, though. I think if you're a player that's coming into momentum, keep going. I think sometimes when you've got momentum and you have a bit of a break, you can lose that momentum.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure that sometimes a break in the NRL playoffs where you get a week off is always a good thing.
Yeah, and on our number 2 table, Ronald Lopez potted 7 balls so far, but snookered himself on the black. So they look like they're off to a good start here. The spotters, 7 points on one table and about to become 10 points on the other.
Jimmy, what have we talked about with the commentator's curse,
Oh,
Jimmy?
no, there's no curse here,
Yes,
mate.
Jimmy, there's always a curse, Jimmy. There's always the commentator's curse, Jimmy. I thought we'd learnt last time we were on.
No, you can beat your...
I just want to apologise to Marvin Petrago now. If he loses this frame, it's Jimmy's fault.
You can put your house on Marvin finishing this. Nothing bad about losing the house, just become homeless. Oh, that's pretty good. The purple ball makes it a bigger pocket.
And it takes that corner away, doesn't it? Allows him
Yeah.
to play off the purple ball.
Yes, bigger pocket. He'll just come back to where the 13 ball is now. Run in and then back out. Into line on the black. Perfect.
And this to keep your house, Jimmy. This to keep your house.
I hope he misses.
I'll keep
Just
saying,
so that I can come and stay with you.
I'll keep saying, Las Vegas wasn't built on winners, Jimmy. Just be careful. I'd love to have you stay at my house, Jimmy. I think you'd be pretty good on the old vacuum cleaner.
There you go. Had faith in Marvin finishing that.
And just like that, picks up 10 points on the other table across there, Jimmy. Not that we're in shot at the moment.
Yeah, on the other table it's Edgar Lumug. He's got an open table, no traffic.
He's a good player, Edgar. We haven't seen him on the television table yet, but he can pull off some pretty dynamic shots, and they're going to need to rely on him, the Sissy team, if they're to go through. What is Sissy?
Sissies, yeah, just probably a Filipino name for something. Maybe a Filipino name for champions.
Steve Argos. I mean, Steve of Filipino
Argus?
descent, is he?
No. He's
Well, I mean, you're
European.
assuming, aren't you, Jimmy?
Well,
Could mean Superman is Superman's sister inside.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Just trying
Is
to
that-
make up something here, Jimmy. You got to
is
work
that
with me here,
Argus?
Jimmy.
Argus, yeah, it sounds quite familiar with the that sort of series.
Sissig, Dino Tangalog, Edgar Lumag, Earl Calicut, and
Okay,
Steve
now
Argus.
on this table here we've got Roldan and Earl. Here's the names, folks.
So Roldan Largo up against Earl Calicut.
Yeah, Roldan, another sharpshooter.
Yeah, quality player.
Ooh, he's
And-
made a mistake. He's having a hard time at the office today. Roldan.
Yeah, and I've got to say, Roldan, it was this team that actually won season 1 of this format.
Wow, look at that table, mate.
So they
Look
are
at that.
arguably the defending champions. Talk to us through the split here,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
well,
Just map this table for us in
oh.
layman's terms.
Definitely. Look at all the small ones behind the balk line here, so he can't go for any of those. So he's going to have to take this 11 to win the match. The 11 to win the match, folks. Can he find a pocket for that 11 ball?
Yeah, that's the shot he's going to have to get to.
There you go,
He's
yeah.
decided to take it now, take it out of play right now, and then play everything down the other end of the table.
Yes.
So
all open.
can he see a line here? Or does he play this bottom right, Jimmy? What's he looking at?
That's shot the play just straight down into this right-hand corner. One good shot here will win him the game.
A little bit of a Chinese snooker. So he's going to
Yeah.
have to go high on the bridge, as you're seeing. Look at the precision here, Jimmy.
This is it. This is it. This is it. He's got it.
He's got it in.
Ooh. But hey, look where he's left himself
Yeah, I
in an
think he's
ugly
got
position.
That orange.
Wow. Could we have another upset on the cards? The hot favourites getting knocked out by two Pukekohe sides.
Well, that's what happens. If you're a member of the Masse club in Pukekohe, you become a champion.
That's unheard of. No Auckland side in the finals this year. But still a long way to go. Still 3 rounds each for them. They get to play 4 games.
Got away with it.
Wow, that's a nice shot.
Now, it's about patience, it's about composure, and now it's about belief. Because this is an easy formation in practice. You've got the television lights, you've got the television cameras, you've got the weight of expectation. Things suddenly don't appear always what they seem. But so far, so good. What is going through the mind here of Roldan Largo? Just been a little bit out of sorts. We saw that in the semi-final previously when they were beaten by the Falcons.
Little risky shot here. He's going to pop this 9 run into that 12 ball. Where's it going to go? Oh, beautiful. Perfect. He's perfect. The green, purple, blue stripe, and it should be all over.
Can you describe me as perfect, Jimmy? No one said that of me in a long, long time, Jimmy.
Oh, no, your commentary is very perfect.
Thank you, Jimmy. You're a beautiful man, Jimmy.
It's great to hear from you
A platonic way, Jimmy.
every time we play.
Mark Watson, Jimmy Henry, bringing you the commentary here of
that.
Q Sports and putting on a bit of a masterclass as Earl Calicut.
A bit tricky here. He's going to nudge that black, but where's it going to go? Is it going to go to the rail? Leave him no shot.
Oh, he missed it. He missed it.
Yeah.
And now, just a chance here for
Wow.
Roldan Largo to clear the table. But we have seen him miss some pretty basic shots. The only thing that Calicut's got going for him is a big Chinese snooker on. And that cue ball is kissing the stripe 10. Oh, a lovely shot. Boy, he played that with some aggression, didn't he? I think he just wants to smack himself into form here, Largo. I
Yeah,
just
he
think
needs
he wants
to.
to play with some aggression. Sometimes you see in a lot of endurance events, sometimes an athlete might just go to the front to empower themselves, to wake themselves up, to try and take control, to get a bit of adrenaline going. But he is just sitting there on the cushion. What does he do here? Does he look for the plant, or does he go down the table and play that purple
Yeah, purple's the shot.
4-ball?
Yeah, purple or the brown. Oh, well, he could. The other thing is play defensive, you know, get the snooker, get ball in hand.
Yeah. Is he wanting to do that, though? Is that
No.
not waving the white flag, though, Jimmy? I think
Okay.
he needs to show some confidence here.
Yeah, he's going to run forward just in case he misses. See, he ran into an area where he's still snooking him on the strike ball, but he's perfect now.
So this is...
Nice kiss into the blue ball just to hold the white ball for the red ball.
just how quickly things can change, how the fort scoops can change in this team game.
Get on to the purple ball next.
Nice thing is that those that are supporting the Sissies team, well, they'll have 6 points. If they do lose this frame, don't underestimate the importance of those losing points that you do accumulate. When, of course, Tix picks up 10. So Roldan Largo, he'll be wanting this one. He'll just be wanting to... He knows that if they can get through this, they've got a final to come, and he won't worry about what some of his previous form's been like.
No, he's just
He
putting
just-
himself, yeah.
He just wants to bring out the great Ronald Largo when it really counts. And that's sometimes the measure of a player or a team, isn't it, when you win ugly?
Yeah, that's a good way to win when you win ugly. It's not too bad.
Yeah,
Got to
so,
watch out. When he draws back, he doesn't hide behind the blue stripe ball.
so 2 balls away from wrapping up this frame and picking up the 10 points.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah,
This is not,
just a little bit underplayed
Yeah.
that, didn't he? Not quite enough weight on the shot.
it's not a gimme.
And so suddenly no real angle. He's going to have to cut this, but he's got to be careful of the in-off. Other end, he could play. Look to go from one end of the table to the next.
That's a big,
He's going to cut this into this right bottom corner. Does
Yep.
not want to go in-off.
there you go.
Yeah, nicely done. Brings it back up. And the cue ball stays on the table. And just like that, Ronald Largo picks up the 10. Earl Calicut, well, they will pick up 6.
Okay, now I think we've got an update of the score,
I'll get you
Which
to
is-
update the score, Jimmy.
which is quite accurate.
Well, let's just have a look at the graphic here. As they rack. So Ronald Largo winning 10-6 over Earl Calicut. And now we've got the
There you
spotters on 37, Sissick on
Yes.
20.
Over there, man.
And so 17-point
17,
lead,
yeah.
but that can change very quickly indeed.
Yeah, that was costly for Earl to miss that one ball and take a 10-0. You know, they've given him
Yeah,
10
well-
points more.
Richard Alfonso picking up the 10 there, and Steve Argos in the frame that he played, well, just the one. So if you're going to lose, you don't want to lose badly. And that's where the difference can be. I'm still just shaking my head, Jimmy, and I think the sporting world is that you were knocked out earlier.
Yeah, well, this is the team that beat us, you know.
I mean, you're
and-
$1 at the TAB, mate. I checked on the way down.
Well, you know, if,
Phoned them up. They said we stopped taking bets on the professor.
yeah,
a given.
well, especially just getting 4 points out of 4 games, 40 points, I only got 4.
But you know, I'm the commentator. I came down and I said, Jimmy, you'll win it. And guess what happened? Commentator's curse, Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Commentator's curse, Jimmy. So,
Who were you commentating to? I didn't think
oh
it was
no,
no
it's
games.
just I was just practicing, and someone asked me, and I just said, look, as the commentator, I can tell you, Jimmy's going to win this. Made that mistake.
Okay,
So we've got 2 new players at the table in
Yeah.
the semi-final. We've got Edgar Lumag, who's going to break up against the great Marvin Petrago. So this guy here has the ability to play some of the great shots and very aggressive. Cue ball down goes off the break though, so it will be ball in hand. Immediately we'll go to Marvin Petrago. So the early advantage, nice spread on the break. Where's your money on, Jimmy? Solids or stripes?
yeah, well, a little bit tricky here. I think the stripes would look better. If he's going solids, he's going to probably move the 4 straight away if he is. Yeah, solids look a bit better here.
Jimmy.
What's he looking at? Stripes. $14 first. Okay, he's going stripes.
Yeah, so pressure starts to go on. I will tell the players to speed up if it becomes a bit too slow.
Nice little drawback.
Yeah. Maybe not got enough on it, just.
Yeah, that's nice. Still got the 13, still got a bit of problems up here, up top of the table behind the kitchen. With that yellow ball, that's going to be his problem.
Now,
He's got to thread the needle here, miss some traffic. Doesn't really want to touch any balls here. And he
touches
does.
that. But has he got away with it, Jimmy? That is the question. Has he got away with it? Only he'll know. He's got options, but not absolutely ideal.
No, he's taking the plant here.
But if it was easy, Jimmy, everybody would be playing at this level. And so looking to run the 9 onto the stripe blue,
Yeah, the 10 ball.
the 10 ball, as you can see there, folks.
And the good thing about it, he's going to open up that purple stripe ball and the purple solid. Oh, he doesn't. So it's made it a little bit harder.
He's going to have to surely play up the table here. And he's left himself a lot of work to do.
Yep, I'd pick him being in the back seat here.
Has he
in
got a
this match.
defensive shot here, Jimmy?
No, not really, not really.
We talk about just how easy fortunes can change for Edgar Lumag, sitting back watching, hoping. It does look to play safety, and not a bad option either, not a bad shot. Probably the best he could do under the circumstances.
Definitely.
So I think he'd be pretty happy with that, Petrago.
Oh, I would be, yeah. He left it quite good. Tough place for Edgar to get out of. Hasn't got a ball straight off the cuff. Needs to play a really good shot. Got to be careful he doesn't go in off. He should be all right. This brown ball in the middle.
Oh, he missed it. Missed it.
Still, both of them got that purple ball problem. See those two purple balls there? Problem for both of them. That's why Marvin didn't really mind giving up the table.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, sometimes you're right, give it up. You think, well, what do you want to give it up for? Well, I want somebody else to
Do the hard work.
do the hard work. And it's a little bit like you said in the Tour de France, the big teams don't want the yellow jersey in the first week. They know that it's just all going to be flat sprint stages, not going to be a lot of time. Real time's going to be taken out in the mountain stages, and that's when you want to keep your powder dry. And so you might win it for a stage simply for some media coverage, but be more than happy to give it up the next day. Don't want to use your riders early on in the tour, looking to do the work and looking to burn matches, trying to control the peloton and trying to defend the jersey. This is another example of it.
Okay, a defensive shot coming up here by Marvin.
Picks one off.
He's putting himself into trouble here. Even though, you know, he has played that shot, he knows that Edgar has to get that purple ball out as well.
But we do talk about the importance of accumulation. So for Edgar Lumag, he probably just at the moment needs to be playing the ball in front of him.
Well, he could finish here, Marvin, if he plays the yellow ball off the orange ball into the middle, as he's called the middle pocket. Stop it here and then double the 12 in the same middle pocket.
You make it sound so easy, Jimmy.
Well, that's his only option. He's been forced into having to go at this. He knows he's in big trouble here. If he misses, he's in real big trouble. There you go. But didn't leave himself a double.
Have a look at the replay here. So plenty of power on it. Now, the big shot of this frame right now. What does he do here? How does he play this? Because he finds himself in a very precarious position.
Yeah, he's looking at the double. He shouldn't have played that last ball so hard. He would have had a better angle.
So he's nominated that top left. So television shot here, ladies and gentlemen. Television shot.
Well, I'm picking this white ball to be in the road to make the shot.
I think this is percentages are against him.
I know he got around it. Should have been the treble there, look.
And now the table is open.
Oh, it's great to come to a table when you've got no traffic.
And so every lane is wide open.
Yeah.
And now it's just fundamentals. Cannot, though, get cocky, cannot get complacent. Need to treat every single one of these on their own merit.
Okay, the orange ball for the blue ball. Get rid of those two.
So that is the order.
Oh, no, he
A lot
doesn't.
of weight on there.
Yeah.
Too much weight. Not quite the shot he had hoped. That's what we talk about. Sometimes just being a little bit too casual. So I'm not sure that blue ball is his option now.
No.
Does he run that brown 7 down to the bottom right?
Yep, that's it. Stay on the purple ball.
Yeah.
Play the purple ball and then run the red in. And then he should be home.
So it's about having plan B. He runs one down, comes back, nice weight on the cue ball. A little bit of work still to be done here though. Is he going to play back up the table? Is he just looking at where he wants to bring that cue ball?
Well, why would he want to play this? Go to no man's land. Purple red is the best option.
Yeah.
But he's going back here. Okay, he's going to screw back to where the white ball is now. Yeah, that's a nice shot. What do I know?
I know, I was just about to say, why do they call you the Professor, Jimmy? Because this boy just took you back to school, mate.
No, he's got a bad angle here now. He's got a terrible angle, you know, that's going to leave him a next tough red.
So you're right the whole time, Jimmy.
Well, you know, there's two ways to skin a cat, and that was one of them.
I'm not sure where that expression came from. I'm not sure why would you skin a cat?
Yeah. You have to look up that saying, make sure
I
it is
know.
the right saying.
I'm going to go home and check where it came from. No, skin a cat's the right saying, but I'm just not sure where it came from.
Okay.
Skin a rabbit. Hope you are enjoying coverage of this VNEA
Oh, no.
Senior 8-Ball
no,
Teams
no.
Championship, as you hear the groans in the background because Edgar Lumag has just handed this frame straight back to Marvin Petrago. Though Petrago still has some work to do here. Oh, the
Safety
left
option.
touch plays the safety option and plays it nicely too. Oh,
Wow.
he can get past that.
Yeah.
That's just what he can do with
Can
it though.
return the favour and play the safety on Marvin.
Well, both players don't want this frame, do they?
Well, they've both had opportunities to win it. Marvin's had the hard opportunity. But Edgar's had a prime opportunity last shot. He should have won it. Try and sit behind the black. Nice weight. That's perfect weight.
Oh, lovely play. Brilliant. Wow, that is so good to watch. That is just a masterpiece of a shot from Edgar Lumag. What can the Filipino maestro Marvin Petrago do here?
He's going to go for the kick shot.
And if
12
we-
up in the top right corner.
big shout out to Marco Teuscher if he's watching this around the world. Getting ready for the World Championships, and Sullivan Clark as well.
And our scoreman too. Scoreman's off over there as well. Do you know who our scoreman is?
No, I was
Look
going
at
to
that,
get you
look at that, folks.
lighten me.
Guess what, folks? No ball hit a rail. So he gets to put the ball anywhere.
We might just even get a replay of that. I wouldn't mind you just talking us through that, Jimmy. No replay available.
Yeah, okay, a ball must hit the rail after contact on every shot. Either pot a ball or make contact with the rail after every shot.
So if you pop the ball, you're okay. If you don't pop the ball has to, the cue ball has to hit the rail, or
Any
the,
ball.
or any ball.
Yeah, any ball.
Okay.
Object ball, cue ball.
Sure. So just waiting for a shot on the other table.
Steve Argus on the other table, playing roll down Largo.
Now this for Edgar Lumag to take this frame, but the good news for Marvin Petrago and his spotters team is they will pick up 6 points as well for the loss. So there it is, that score 10-6. Wow, that was a messy game.
Yeah,
Both players, sensing just making some fundamental errors, and the teams now,
both adding up their scores to see where they are, see whose game it is on next. And I think we might have an update of the scores while we're just waiting for them to rack.
yeah, let's have a look at the scores. So there it is, 53-32, so it's
Well,
still
they're
the
still in
spotters.
control, yeah.
Still the spotters in control.
16-12 second round. Still got one game to play on the other table between Steve Argus and Roll Down Largo.
Yeah, big one required here for Argus. Needs to win that one. As we now,
That first round there, 37 points, was very dominating.
Jimmy, it's always funny when I was at school, they said to me, Mark, you might need maths one day. I said, no, I don't think I will. And here I am, needing maths, Jimmy, needing maths. 51 in School C, mate.
Well,
So
geez, I don't think I got that far there.
Richard Alfonso up against Dino Tangalog.
Yeah, good match between two good friends. So both these teams are very close to each other. Most of them from Philippines, all good friends.
Yeah, it's great to have the Filipinos who have migrated to New Zealand, taking up Q Sports and lifting the standard. Then you get Marco Toysha out of the Netherlands. You've got a large Pacific community coming through, Māori community as well. And the whole game begins to lift.
Okay, he's going for the stripes. I think he's going to nudge that 5-ball. Reason being just to put it in a safe area behind his 10. There you go.
Yeah, he's a good player, Alfonso.
Very good, very solid. When he's on his game, he's hard to beat.
Yeah, see, he's much closer, isn't he? He plays with a more traditional stance. He's a lot further down on the cue. He's not as open as some of his teammates.
Yeah, I think his technique's changed over the years. You know, he used to be real loose, jump up and shoot birds and all sorts of things.
Shooting birds, is that a phrase that you use in Q Sports?
You know, just jump up and pretend that you've got a gun in your hand and aiming for a bird. But he's really cleaned his act up. And now he's very, you can see how he just jumped up a bit.
Yeah, sometimes it is just a feel thing though, isn't it? Sometimes you just sort of say, look, I can get that.
Yeah.
I think I can get it with an open stance. And then other times, from my limited experiences, Jimmy, sometimes you just look at it and think, I can't make this shot. And you need to stand back and go, I can make it, but I can't make it the way I was planning on playing it. And that's a hard thing to do.
So they need these next two frames. Otherwise it's going to run away from them. 20 points already down behind. Nice shot by Dino. Got a nice angle here on the one ball to maybe disturb the other balls if he wants to. No, he doesn't want to. He's got to just pluck them off one by one.
Yeah, big. Just doesn't want to sit down now because also want to reduce the points that their opponent can pick up now, just to keep that, what they call scoreboard pressure on.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Very nice shot. Opened
Still
up.
4 strike balls on the table.
Yeah,
So that means only 3 points would go the way of
Dino.
the West Auckland Spotters.
That's right, they want to try and beat him by 10 nils if they can. Okay, so what's he got to do here?
Yeah, I'm not sure they can chip away in threes, can they? Like 10-7, 10-7. They need a couple of
10 nils.
Yeah, 10 nils or some 8-point margins. Good game going on the table on the outside. Tangalog.
Nice top shot here maybe, or just touch it in. Give him a shot on the green ball. Okay, so this is where I think he needs to nudge into that black ball.
Okay, so to nudge into the black ball, put the green down to nudge into the black ball. What's he doing here on that cue ball? Where's he going to angle? Where's he going to place the tip of the cue?
Yeah, he's just going to draw it back, but I don't think he's got enough angle to go towards the black ball and the striped purple ball. It's a little bit straight here, so he can't
So he can't put any screw on it, come back off the rail, and he's going very low on the cue ball looking there, but so he's going to go back, so he's going to pull that cue ball back, backspin going on it. There you go, lovely shot of it. But yeah, never quite had that angle, did he, Jimmy, as you said.
Okay, he's got one lucky shot here. Double the red ball back into his middle pocket.
One closest to him.
Yeah, the one that he's standing there.
And we've all played this at home, and a lot of us have pulled it off. But not in these circumstances, not with this amount of pressure.
Could be a defensive shot here, trying to snooker him. Nah, way too big.
Yeah, didn't back himself, did he?
Yeah, like you say, just
when you
handing it
come
to
up
him.
against a team of this quality in the Spotters with Pedrego, Alfonso, Largo and Lopez, it's a bit like when you find yourself down by 10, 12 points against the All Blacks. You haven't beaten the All Blacks. You don't take the 3 on offer. You kick for the corner and you look for the 7. You've got to be positive. Oh, got it. Just. I think his heart rate shot up there just a tad.
Yeah, You see this white ball's going down the table. You just try and hold it, hit it softly.
And just
Stay
run
on
it across to that cushion. Oh no, you hit it.
That's not bad. He can still play this 10 ball and disturb that purple black ball if he wants to.
Difficult shot though, by no means. Is this a gimme?
If he can get to the other side of the black, it'll be on in the middle. If he wishes, no, he try to go into it. He's on the wrong side, folks.
Well, does he go for the Hail Mary here?
Has to.
Does he have the in off? Does he go for, does he bank this, Jimmy?
Has to.
So purple middle pocket.
Yeah, there's nowhere for safety.
And hope. And hope. Could be one of the TV shot here, folks.
He hasn't nominated anything. So he's going for safety there, folks. But now Dino's got plenty of options to just snooker him, play safe. Snooker is the best shot. Just touch the red out. He's going to go for the pot. Wow, he's going for corner pocket. Corner pocket. This will be one of the greatest cuts you'll ever see if he pots this.
Well, Jimmy doesn't believe him. Jimmy's not backing him. I'm backing him. Did I say I was backing him? Yeah, good effort. Love the intent. We talked about you're not going to beat the All Blacks by taking threes, Jimmy. You've got to take sevens.
Yeah,
You've got to take the tries sometimes, and nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's easy. I like the fact, though, Jimmy, you know, I've never been one who's a coward-wise after the fact. Make a point, stick to it. If you get it wrong, well, hey, it is what it is. But on that occasion, you were right, Jimmy, as always.
Wow, he's given his game away. The better option would have been to snooker him, but he opted to go for the win.
And just like that, they will pick up 6 points, the Sissies team, but the Spotters will pick up another 10.
2 rounds to go.
What point will they call it, though? There'll be a certain threshold which they won't be able to come back from. And there is an update. So 63 plays 38. So the Spotters just extending that lead just narrowly.
They've still got
Now
one.
a 25-point margin.
They've still got one more game here.
One game to go. Cross on table 16. A lot of balls have been sunk from both Steve Argus.
Point lead, is it? One good round here. It could be all over before the last round, folks. That's how quick and fast it is in this format of the game. Teams events. This is what they play in Vegas. This is what all these players play for, a spot in Vegas.
So it'll be Marvin Betrago and Earl Calicut. Betrago with the break.
Yeah, one of the better breakers around. He hits those balls quite good.
Not happy. He's going to change things around. So just takes people through the racking of those 15 balls there, Jimmy. Like a lot of people at home think it somehow needs to be in some sequential order. Other than the 8 being in the middle, is there any particular order that you need to rack them in? Does it need to be over, under?
Well, you can do that, and just as long as there's a solid on one corner and and a stripe on the other corner, doesn't matter really what you got in the middle there. Okay, a lot of other associations has a J, got a racket in a J formation. The English all do the J formation.
And that J formation is what?
Just a J in the middle of the pack. Yeah, the letter J in the middle of the pack they use all over the world in the English 8-ball. Nice little snap break. Wow, that's a nice break. It's got it down to a T. Look at that. 4 balls, is it? 3 or 4. and an open table. Another one here for the spotters to just...
Yeah, 4 balls down, Jimmy.
Wow.
So we've lost the 6 green, the orange 5.
Blue 2.
Blue 2.
And the... What is it? 10, 11... The 15 ball. He's going to take solids. Look at that. It's 3 balls to win this match, or this game. Nice angle. Perfect angle. Get from the orange to the blue.
So this really to extend that lead. They would have been disappointed in their first semi-final to get 2 lives because of the way they've played in section play, but the spotters, well, they were beaten by the Pukekohe Falcons, and that Falcons team's sitting there waiting, getting massages, visualising, enjoying a 3-course meal at the moment as they sit back and wait. Such is the service here at the Masse Club in Hamilton.
A nice positional shot here. He wants to get straight on that 1 ball again, so it makes it for an easy finish. Oh, he kisses the 13. He won't like that. Wow.
Now, he's got himself in a bit of difficulty now. The yellow 1 ball is the object ball, but it's what happens with the cue ball here. Brown 7, kissing the bottom rail, kissing the cushion.
Okay, so he's just going to nudge this 1 ball in, push the black to the rail, and he'll be on the brown ball. Nice finish here.
Look at a beautiful form, hasn't he? Really beautifully balanced. He's a good cueist.
And on table 2, we just have Mr. Argus. Wow, look at that. Don't go in. Oh, he didn't want that. Mr. Argus beating well done Largo. 10-6.
So they pull back 4 points. And now this game suddenly starts to have a lot more meaning, because to finish it off here would be a convincing victory with so many strike balls left on the table. Just a 1 point they would give. He misses it though, misses it. But cue ball tucked in that corner. But still an opportunity here now for Earl Calica. How difficult is this for Earl, Jimmy?
Yeah, just the starter ball is probably the hardest ball. Even though, you know, he could pot the yellow, still not going to have an easy shot after that. I think the 10 ball would be better because he's running into a safe area.
We will bring you the final following this. The winner will play the Pukekohe Falcons.
Okay, there you go, folks. He's taking this yellow ball. He's running into a safe area. But what will he play after the yellow ball? That's the big question. If he can touch this in, he might get a snook off the 12 ball after this if he's thinking 8 ball. Okay, so he touches it. Oh, wow, he got behind the 12 ball. Excellent. Great start.
Yeah, great play. Really good thinking. Great weight on the cue ball. And just showing the options that you have available to you, but experience provides you those options. And so you've got to play the shots that best suit your own game, your own plumbing. What are your favourite shots? Practice, gravitate towards your weaknesses. Can you any sport? I'm just thinking about the Falcons. Do we know how many types of Falcons there are in New Zealand, Jimmy?
No clue at all.
No?
How many do you think?
Not
3?
sure. Do we have, how many natives do we have? Are they all natives, the Falcons here in New Zealand, Jimmy?
Oh, they would be, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, this green ball for the orange ball. This could be the winning of the match right here. Does he get on the orange ball? Wow, look at that. Why would you play that shot for, Earl?
Well, I think he's disappointed now, isn't he? I think he's conceded this frame. Yeah, that is disappointing because 3 balls on the table, which means he's going to only pick up the 4 points if he misses the shot.
Yeah, the key here is just to make sure he hits the 11 or the 10 and hopefully hide behind the 13. His only option really is to go down table and try and hit the blue, and once you hit that blue you've got to make contact with the rail. He's just going to try and hit the blue ball. Look at this, hits it, no contact. No contact. Marvin places the tag where the 8 ball is going to go. Schoolboy error there.
And this to wrap up another 10 points.
Yeah, we'll be all over here.
More importantly, means that only 4 points will go the way of the Sissies team, but we'll have to wait for an accumulated score just to find out whether or not that score is beyond redemption for the Sissies team.
And the thing, Mark, is if you can't win the game, it's all over. If you can't win the game from where the scores show early in the match, it's all over. Okay, what have we got? 79, 40 points. 30 points, sorry.
Jimmy, just
27.
going back to the query regarding falcon species in New Zealand, I've
Yes.
done a bit of a Google search on it, Jimmy. So geographical variation, a single variable species divided into 3 forms: the bush falcon, smallest and darkest from North Island, and the northwest South Island; the eastern falcon, the largest and lightest from eastern and central South Island; the southern falcon, intermediate in size and colour from Fiordland.
So how many is that? Did I say 3?
3, Jimmy, 3.
You know, maybe I did go to school. That was a fluke sort of guess. It's like my pool, a little bit of a fluke today.
I need to Google what a Sissies is. That's the team that is playing up against this Spotters team out of West Auckland.
I think it's going to come down to the next 2 or 3 games, whether it's going to be over. Oh, wow, hang on, folks. On the table 2. Well done. I mean, Ronald Lopez just potted the black out of turn and lost.
And might have just lost 10-0.
No, you get points for the balls that he's already potted.
Oh, he has pot. Just looked like a lot of, okay. Anyway, we'll come back and update that for you as we go back to the television table here. Some big chance here for Tagalog.
Yeah, Dino, he's been playing for a while now.
A lot of weight on that cue ball. Not a lot of options now. A bit of trouble. At what, Jimmy, how far to the pocket is considered to be blocking the pocket versus not blocking the pocket? I mean, the striped purple ball, is that blocking the pocket?
Not really.
So that's not an option for him. He can't remove that.
Yeah, well, he could do. He could just nudge his 3 ball off the edge of that 12 and still, you know, see like that. He could do
No,
that.
but if he had to put that purple ball down in the process of...
He carries on. So if I put this ball in and it pots 3 or 4 of his balls, I still carry on.
Okay.
Oh, look at this. He's pretty good, I'd say. He needs to screw into the 5 ball, or preferably the 11 red stripe ball, 11 ball. And then he's going to have a win here. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, no. What's happened there, Mark? He's just covered that black up.
No, what happened there, Jimmy, was you said he's going to have a win here, and you put the commentator's curse on it, and we've spoken about it, Jimmy. I'm not sure what part of that don't you get, Jimmy.
Look, hang on, it's still not over yet. He's going to nudge at 11. He better nudge at 11. Kiss. No, he doesn't. He's finished.
Commentator's curse, Jimmy. Just don't listen, do you, Jimmy? Ever heard the saying, Jimmy, God gave you 2 ears and one mouth, he wasn't
hang
stupid,
on.
Jimmy?
It's not over yet. Look at this, come on, look at that. See, I'm backing him to put this ball in the middle. It's on a mile. The other middle.
I might have to apologise to you, Jimmy.
The other middle.
Tough shot, though. Tough shot, whatever he does here.
Look, see, I told you the other middle.
Okay, so...
Come on, he can do
what's
this.
he got to then take the cue ball across the face of this black ball,
Yes,
does he? And then,
that's called a face double.
and so hit it with enough speed that it runs past it before it ricochets
Oh,
back.
listen to that, 14. Oh,
Brings
no.
it back, misses it.
Miles.
And the
No,
commentator's
miles.
curse costs Dino Tangalog, and Jimmy's going to go and apologise.
Yeah, Dino will understand. I was behind him 100%.
What have we learnt this afternoon, Jimmy? 3 forms of falcon in this country. And
Yep.
never, ever, ever assume anything as a commentator.
Okay, he's going to put this 14. See? I was hoping you'd miss. That's why I said it. No, but
Jimmy, Jimmy,
look at
Jimmy.
this, guys. He hasn't got a pocket for the black.
No, look, mate, I admire you, because like I say, I do a bit of talkback radio, and often you say something and you end up being wrong on it off a result, and then people get on and go, yeah, but I'm not a coward wise after the fact. I made a statement, didn't quite come out, but it's easy for everyone to sit back and say nothing and then come out like a professor after the fact.
Well, watch this shot. This is 5 rails into the top right-hand corner. Miles off. Gets a point out of the process. But he doesn't leave well down an easy shot, but this here down the corner, I'm not going to say anything yet, it's an easy shot. Okay, now I'm going to give him a curse and say he's going to finish this. So what's going to happen?
I don't know, Jimmy, it's looking pretty good from here.
Yeah, it is.
Would be funny though if he missed one, wouldn't it,
Wow,
Jimmy?
look, he's
Wouldn't
got
it be funny for him? I mean, it'd just be
Yeah.
funny purely from a broadcasting point of view.
Yeah, well, he's got a bad angle here, so he's going to have to run in behind the red striped ball. Look, and he's halfway in between both, but the 12 ball's there. Stop the ball in that area there for a good angle on the 11. To get to the 9 ball. A little bit straight.
It'll be
We
good
see a
though
TV
for
shot.
Dino Tangalog, who will pick up 7 points.
Okay, this is going to be a
But
big
it'll
draw.
depend on what's happening
Big
on the
draw.
other table and whether that is relevant or not.
Oh, oh, oh,
Oh,
oh, oh.
He holds
Oh,
it, he holds it, he
oh.
holds it. Lovely shot.
Wow. I think they've ripped the game up here. Looking on the other table, looks like Richard Alfonso is going to win. Not saying anything yet.
No, we'll certainly have another game or another frame on the television table next, because and this to wrap up the frame for Roldan Largo, and just like that he does, but Dino Tangalong will pick up 7 points for the 7 balls that went down on this table. So we will bring you an update, folks, on the overall score. It's 93 playing 69, so that lead is still, what are we looking at, 24 points. So it has come back.
Yeah, it is.
Has come back.
Oh, wow.
24 points has come back. So just the 24 points in it.
Yeah. Big
We are through
surprise.
3 rounds, so still game on.
Wow, it is. Come back a little bit.
And we will, for the first time, we will see Steve Argus on the television table. And I'll get you to talk a little bit about Steve, Jimmy.
Yeah, Steve hails from Waiuku. Plays a lot out of the Pukekohe Club. Got a couple of kids there playing. He's fairly actually new to the sport, folks. And he's already in a, minor semi-final here, which is, good for his experience. He'll be enjoying this. So fairly new to the sport here. Just had a bit of coaching from our mate Wayne Carey.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been to see him a couple of times, but he's been to see the professor quite a few times.
And it will be up against the brilliance of Petrago. So really, really big matches now.
Yes, I think if
for
Steve
the
gets
Sissies team. They need to just win everything. And they just need to win comfortably. Really good battle going on table 16, the outside table.
Yeah, nice defensive shot there by Edgar.
And one of the big things now for Argus is having to adjust, because this table that he's playing on will be running quicker than the tables that he's just come from. So his first time on the television table, don't underestimate it. So he will have the break. He'll break from his left hand side.
I'm sure his wife will be watching him play. Excited. Nice break, nice opening. Oh, is he going to get another turn at the table? Oh, going to be close. Marvin's going to go close to finishing this. Solids.
So Petrago with the shot. And we go back across and just have a look at the other table that's going on.
Yeah. Edgar at the table. He's got 3 more balls and he's looking pretty good.
So this is not Petrago or Argus. We're going to come back now to the main table. So this could be close, folks, if they can win these next 2 frames. Looking like so Petrago pots another. Now comes here for the plant.
Yeah, he just wants to stay on the orange ball, hit it nice and soft, medium.
So orange onto the 7. 7 goes down. There's
That's
1.
beautiful, beautiful.
Comes back now.
Okay, might slide through that gap between the brown stripe ball and the blue stripe ball towards the 6. Once he gets onto that 6, he should be home.
Does it nicely, slides it straight through the gap, just threads that needle. Beautifully done.
Yeah, run for the forward for the 4 ball, purple
This could
ball.
be an absolute demolition against Argos. Not that Steve's done anything wrong here, it's just the way things have played out for him.
And he can't feel that bad. He gave me a 10-0
Oh no, he's
thrashing today.
Wonderful, wonderful player, and to beat the Professor 10-0. I think you got schooled, Jimmy.
I did. Showing him too much. Okay, that's nice. Well, he wanted to be a bit further down the track, but that should be okay. Just stop the white ball there if you can. Maybe draw it back an inch or 2. Get a better angle. Beautiful, perfect.
We should say that they're playing on the Predator Arcadia cloth. To encourage people to, if you're looking at equipment, go with the Predator brand.
Just got to watch out he doesn't nudge into the 8 ball. He's going to come back towards himself. Yes, he does. Beautiful shot.
And this, Jimmy, are you going to say it? This to wrap up the frame?
Well, you know, Marvin's playing some pretty good pool. You know, he's getting those scores, 10-0 scores.
And this will be a 10-0 score for Marvin Petrago, and that might just be enough.
It's pushed him ahead. Yeah, unlucky Stevie, didn't put a ball. Good game, good experience.
Yep, no,
good feeling.
Didn't get an opportunity, really, did he?
Could it be over? Could it be over with 3 games left?
Well, if it's beyond 30 points, it will be. 79 plays 110. I think that might be enough, Jimmy.
You sure?
31.
And cut them off now.
Well,
Go to the finals. We get ready for the semi-finals.
how many games? Finished the game here on 16.
Yeah, they
but
only got 2 more games here. They can only get 20 points.
according to my mathematics, Jimmy, with 51 in School C. Was that, what, a couple more than you?
Good, mate. Yeah. Well, you passed.
Are you saying you didn't?
Well, I didn't get that far, sorry to say. I was too busy in pubs and clubs trying to make money.
And so, not sure we need to play this. We will just confirm that for you. And we will confirm it. And it is all over, folks. It is all over. So we can tell you that Sissies have been beaten by the West Auckland Spotters, and now the West Auckland Spotters will be looking for redemption. They will move into the final. They'll take on the Pukekohe Falcons, and they run out. That semi-final winners 110 over 79. Don't go away. Back shortly in around about 5 minutes' time as we bring you the finals of the VNEA 2022 8-Ball Teams Championship Season 2.
I like the SP2 because, one, the wrap goes all the way down. The design is elegant. It's not too much, it's not too little. You know, color scheme looks really nice. And then the 12.9 Revo just fits on there perfect. So to actually go through the process and see how every shaft is made and how they can tweak it this way or tweak it that way, so the process is incredible, and just being able to understand it and have trust that it's made the right way, and you know, it's formed this way every single time when you need it. It's like having a little coach on your shoulder while you're playing.
Welcome to Masse in Hamilton. It is finals time of the VNEA Senior Championship, the 8-ball teams championship. This is season 2, and it is going to be a repeat of the first minor semi-final that we had earlier on this afternoon. It is Pukekohe's finest, the Falcons, taking on West Auckland Spotters. Well, the Spotters upset by the Falcons in that first semi-final, but they've bounced back on that second life. They're rewarded with a second life based on their pool play, based on the way they have progressed through this tournament. So it is Peter Kingy, Tony Whaarau, Lincoln Maulu. It is Jeffrey Harwood taking on Marvin Petrago, Richard Alfonso, Roldan Largo and Ronald Lopez. It's an interesting format. Each player plays each member of the opposite team. If you win the frame, you pick up 10 points, but you are rewarded for every ball you sink on the losing team. So you can potentially get beaten, but still pick up 7 points, a point for each ball. So even if you do lose, you still want to be potting balls. Joining me in commentary, the man they call the Professor, because he'll take you back to school, is Jimmy Henry. Jimmy, looking forward to this one. It's a wonderful format. Yeah, the Falcons, 3 breeds of falcon in New Zealand, by the way. I did just check that out, up against the Spotters.
Yeah, it's going to be another close game, and like you said, it was a big upset in the first round going into the hot seat. The Pukekohe Falcons did beat the Spotters, but they have to do it again to win the title.
Jeffrey Harwood.
Usually overseas, they get 2 lives. So Marvin's team would have to beat them twice, but we're just playing the knockout life.
Yep, winner takes all. The defending champions are the Spotters, a team of strong Filipino influence who have applied their trade in New Zealand for some time. Interesting, going very low on that cue ball for the break.
Look at this break. He's got a good break. Other than Marco Toicha, he's got the next best break. What a very nice controlled break. Look at that. Yep. Another 3 or 4 balls, just like last time.
And sitting back there, Jeffrey Harwood, one of New Zealand's leading female players. Lovely to have her in this final, alongside the very experienced Tony Whaarau.
And saying that, and saying that, Jeffrena's been playing pool for quite some time now. I'd hate to guess, but I'm just approximately 5 years plus, maybe. And she's also been to the junior world champs on a number of occasions.
Yeah, no, I spoke to her earlier and I said, what are your aspirations? And I said, what do you train for? What do you practice for? And she just simply said, Jimmy the Professor. Jimmy the Professor. That's all she wants.
I spent a lot of time with Jeffrena years ago, and her game has gone to one of the highest levels in the female sport.
So Petrago going with the solids. So he believes that's his best way through to the 8-ball. That's the best path. The path of least resistance, Jimmy. You'd know about that, being a professor, a scientist.
Yeah, well, I'd love to just drive through that path, nothing there.
It's a bit like the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, Jimmy.
Okay.
And we will
Learned
look
something.
to educate you on a whole lot of things during our commentary, because that's just what we do.
Yep. Nice draw stroke for Marvin. Got a pretty good angle on the 6. Okay, so what he'll be thinking is where's the pocket for the black? All the other balls are in good positions to pot. But where is the black going to go? That's the key to winning this frame. Finding a pocket for the black.
Yeah, not allowed to will be sped up if they're spending too much time.
Well, I'll have to disagree with that, because over in America you can take as long as time as you like, and they are playing these rules, so unless we tell them the shot clock's out.
Oh, you are, Jimmy. I've just said, Jimmy, you're going to tell them if they're not playing quick enough, Jimmy.
Oh, definitely, yeah. We're going to...
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that for you,
I've
mate.
had the word from the top.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate watching the slow game. You know,
I just don't like conflicts. I don't want to have to be the one that goes out and does it, Jimmy, so I'm going to throw you under the bus, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Now, there is talk and time of bringing 30-second shot clocks in, just to make it a little bit more appealing from a television point of view at times, speed things up.
Of course.
No one's got patience anymore.
Nice shot.
See another very good shot from Petrago.
What did I tell you, Mark? Where's he going to put that black? Can you pick a pocket from there? Yeah. I'm saying the same pocket as that red 3-ball's going, folks. I'm predicting the same pocket as that red 3-ball.
Got a bit
Actually, no. I want to change my call.
Okay,
Pocket where the blue stripe ball is.
The pocket where the blue stripe ball is, where you think the black ball will end up going after he pots the yellow and then moves on to the 5.
Hopefully.
Is it the orange 5 or is it the 3 red? It's the 3 red.
Hopefully.
Yeah, almost a little bit.
There you go, folks. Look at this shot. Watch this next shot. Hey, it actually might go on past that. Watch where he looks. Watch where he points his cue.
So,
oh no, he's going to the middle.
This is not. They'll all see things slightly differently. They'll also play to their strengths, though, on some shots. They'll know what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are.
Yeah, he's going to go for the middle of the back corner near the 13 ball.
Oh, good weight, good
Kiss,
weight,
kiss.
good weight. Does he kiss it? Does he kiss it?
Wow.
Does he get on the right side of it? Tough shot coming up. Does he now look to double this? Does he play up the table? Jimmy, what are his options?
Yeah, straight up the table.
Straight up the table. So top left corner is where this is likely to go.
There you
To go out to a comfortable lead too, because this will give him 10 points. And there are still 6 strike balls on the table, meaning that the Falcons would only pick up the 1 point, as only 1 ball has been sunk.
Here we go,
Big shot, folks. TV shot here.
Easy,
Runs it, goes down, and just like that,
wow,
the
what a
first
start.
frame goes the way of Marvin Petrago over Jeffrina Harwood, 10-1. So,
Nice.
great start for the defending champions.
Very good start. That's what they needed.
And there we go at the moment. So, just 10 plays 1. Second game, 2 tables underway at the moment. The other match is still underway. Really closely fought contest. Let's talk a little bit about the equipment they're using, Jimmy.
Yeah, Arcadia cloth, which is, one of the fastest cloths on the market at the moment. It's what everyone wants to play with. And hopefully later on in the year we get all of these tables decked out in the Arcadia. Arcos 2 balls made by Predator lights. They call those the arena lights. And what do they call the triangle, Sheridan? Oh, he doesn't know.
Sheridan Burma's got one of New Zealand's leading players sitting alongside of us, just tallying up the scores as we're going.
Yeah.
As we see the break get underway. And so we will see Tony Whaarau in action. Taking on Roldan Largo, who's been a little bit out of form, but started to come into form in that knockout semi-final, that Second Life semi-final they were given. But prior to that, had been just a little uncharacteristic for him. Plays with a very open stance. He's a field player. but he is also a wonderful tactician.
It's a beautiful player to watch. Well done, Largo. Hails from the Philippines. Been here for probably about 5 years now. When I first met him and saw him at a pool room, Masse in Glen I first met Roldan. What a player he's turned out to be. Look at that, great shot. He's going to get unlucky here. He is very unlucky.
He snookered himself.
Yes, well.
So, snookered himself. And so, any chance of bringing out a jump cue here, Jimmy?
No, I don't think he uses it very often. He likes to go off the angles, off the rails. He's hails from the Philippines and has been over there doing his homework.
And will we now? Ball in hand for Tony Farao, and you cannot open the door for this man. Comes from a snooker background, one of the most underrated, understated players in Q Sports in this country.
Yes, he's won a number of big tournaments, Tony.
Yeah, he walks quietly but carries a very, very big stick.
Okay, he's got to win this game right here to keep them in the game. He can't afford to lose this, otherwise it's going to fall too far behind in the first round.
Must ask them what the significance of the Falcons is. Pukekohe Falcons, to sound cool, you reckon? Or
yeah, that's a nice name. I'm just trying to think of where they would have got it from.
Roadkill? There's a lot of roadkill in Pukekohe.
No.
A lot of Falcons, no?
Yeah, I'll have to ask Peter where he got that name from.
Anyway, we get back to the action.
Okay, so he's taking his hardest ball on the table, which is the 15. Once he puts this, all the balls in the open. Okay, he's going to go down table and come back up. Okay, I can see a 14 black finish. So the green stripe ball he's going to end with. Just depending on where the white ball ends up after this shot here, then you'll know. Okay, it's definitely not going to be the 14. Wow, way out of position.
Yeah, got himself in a bit of trouble here. That's very uncharacteristic from Tony Farao.
Yeah, I think he's just going to pop the ball and come up the table and take his medicine wherever he lands. That's where he's going to play it from. Wow, he's getting deeper and deeper into trouble.
One thing he's got, he's not afraid to play from distance, but as Jimmy has pointed out, I'm not sure there's a channel past that 8 ball there, or he might be able to clip the outside of it, but it's not really going to help him in the long term. Good game ensuing out on table 16.
Yeah.
Between Peter Kingy
and Ronald Lopez.
And now, big shot here for Tony Farao. Oh, so it will be ball in hand. And this should be the end of it. So well done, Largo. Really should just be a formality for him.
Well, at least I've got, on the other table here, 7 balls, even though they come second. And on the TV table, they have 5 points. So that's going to keep them in the game after the first round. We need Lincoln to win this game.
So, chance now for Largo to just run through this remainder of this rack. And he's going to, gets away with it. A little bit shaky, but comfortable in the finish. And now this just to run out 10-5 winners. And another frame goes the way of the West Auckland Spotters, so 2 from 2 on the television table. Tony Farao just getting himself in a little bit of difficulty, a little uncharacteristic. We talked earlier, Jimmy, whether it's a favour having just played the semi-final and maintaining the momentum, or having that little break, nervous system gets down and you maybe lose the momentum.
Yes, well, I knew they'd come back double leg twice as strong.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's starting to show its,
still got one more frame left in this first round, but still plenty of time left. But they will not, the Falcons want to let this one go. They need to win here. Need to win preferably the next 2 games and win them comfortably.
Yeah, well, they need a 10-0 here if they can. There's Lincoln Muaulu, one of the top players in New Zealand at the moment. He beat Baden Jackson in the National Cozy Club tournament.
Yeah, I like the look of him too. Another one that's, he's a confident player. But Alfonso, he doesn't miss too many. You cannot open the door for this guy because he'll walk straight through it as we see a solid go down. I think it was the brown 7.
Yep.
What is he going to choose here though, Jimmy?
Yeah, well, it's quite tough, both of them, but the solids do look better.
So that's just a rule difference that you might play at home. Whatever you sink off the break, if you sink something, you can still choose whatever you want, whether it be stripes or solids. And we've seen players maybe sink 3 solids and still choose the stripes because there's a ball on the table they just don't think they can get across to, or don't think they can pot at some point. But they have that ability to sink that quickly, to pot that quickly. Oh, a little bit of weight on that.
Yeah, he's gone out of position.
Yeah, got himself out of position big time from a little bit too casual there, Richard Alfonso.
Okay, so like I say, he doesn't really care about opening the table up a bit because the Lincoln's got the couple of balls tied up in the corner there.
He's going to play a bit of safety here.
Yeah.
Plays it nicely as well. Has he got a channel there with that striped brown ball? Is there an opportunity? No, maybe.
Yeah, that 15 might be on in the middle. He needs to nudge this 9 ball and nudge the 15 in the middle. Play the yellow stripe ball first and pot the 15 in the middle.
Okay, so you're thinking yellow stripe first.
Yeah, just hit that, or it could be on. No, he's going safety. Doesn't like what he sees.
And he must touch the rail on a safety shot, mustn't he? So the cue ball did come off the rail there. You can't just drop it directly in behind without the ball touching the rail.
One of the greatest rules in pool.
Yep, because that just takes it away from the sport of billiards. Now, does the cue ball have to touch the rail, or the object ball, or either of them?
Any ball,
so
yeah. Like
some
that
ball
happened.
has to touch the rail.
Yeah, and that's one of the greatest rules, it stops people from just sitting in behind their ball and just going up and touching it.
Nice shot. But where does he run the cue ball?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of work.
Himself? Yeah, bit of difficulty still.
Yes, his insurance is their 13 ball. Lincoln's 13 ball in there.
Yeah. Hope you are enjoying coverage of this senior 8-ball teams championship, VNEA, out of the Masse club in Hamilton. Jimmy, the professor, alongside of me, Mark Watson, bringing you the coverage. Special acknowledged Predator for their support. If you're wanting to take the guesswork out, you're wanting to improve your game, look at the range of Predator equipment. Right down from the cloth to the balls, to the cues, to the chalk.
Especially the cues. Wow, that was a great shot.
Yeah. He's playing with real confidence, isn't he, Alfonso? You sort of feel like he's in his zone. You just feel like he's really just taking it up another dial here.
Okay, I think he's called the 1 here, so he's going to combination onto those 3 balls and pots the 1.
Comes back
but
for the
leaves
6.
them. Yeah, but leaves them no shot.
Yeah, no, it's actually jammed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that, it's jammed. Yeah, maybe just a little bit too much weight on that.
Way too much weight.
Yeah. Maybe just a little bit too confident. So what does he do here? He needs to move that cue ball down the table. He's got that 4-ball, 2-ball kissing the cushion.
He's got to watch out for the in-off here. He's going to try and hide behind the 6.
Lincoln Mualu is thinking, have you just left the door open for me, Richard?
He has.
Because I'm happy to walk through it. Another intriguing battle going on the outside table, table 16. Get you to update that for us, Jimmy, off the back of this shot. Just watch this shot, folks.
Yeah, nice safety shot. Puts the pressure on, puts the pressure on Lincoln to pot a ball with no ball open. And on the other table, we have Marvin versus Peter, and it's going to be a close contest there.
Yeah, so we've got Marvin Petrago up against Peter Kingy.
Yeah, it's going to be a tactical battle there. You see a lot of their balls tied up. Well, we do. You don't.
And now, I like the form of this young man. He's got some talent. Oh, misses that though, but he's okay. He's okay.
Is he? Is that green ball on?
I'm not sure that green ball is on, Jimmy.
Yeah, like I said, Lincoln didn't have an easy starter.
Okay, so he's nominated his pocket.
Yeah, across the table, try and nudge the two in and try and have a shot on the green ball.
Okay, it's a big shot here. Television shot, folks.
Yeah, needs to hit
See
it
what he
quite
can
firm.
do here.
That's
Oh, he
good
miscued it a little bit.
That's
Great
good
weight on it, great weight on it. Does it fall? No, it doesn't. Gravity doesn't go his way. And he looks to the heavens and says, please. And whoever sits above says, not this time, big guy. Gravity's not going to work for you.
Still hasn't got a easy starter here.
No.
That's a nice shot, but
Yeah, that might just be the kickstart he needs. Now he's got options. He can remove that two ball if he needs to.
yeah, he can pot this ball and pot the two ball if he wants to. Should have played that harder, but he's behind his hardest ball on the table. So that's a great shot.
Yeah, boy, it's amazing, isn't it? Just the mindset and knowing the game inside and out, knowing your options, knowing what that next phase is, what the third shot is, the fourth shot.
Yeah, nice shot. Oh, where's the white ball going? Where's the white ball
ball's
going?
and it's
That's good. Wow.
funny how at one end gravity doesn't help Alfonso, yet this time it helps Muaulu, and how it can change from session to session or day to day. You quite get the luck some days, other days Lady Luck shines on you. No, good shot.
Yeah, nice shot by Lincoln.
Really good shot.
Still got the wrong angle on this 13 ball.
And just on the other side.
Yeah, Marvin just takes the 10-6 win over there.
So they're racking them up, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're
The
starting to
West
pull away.
Auckland spotters. Starting to dominate. Really big one here for Muaulu.
Yeah, and they're dominating this tournament.
Well, they were the favourites outside of you, Jimmy, coming in. And once you were upset, well, the draw did open up.
Wow. Wow, here comes a big shot here. This is the TV shot. 9 in the corner, left, right-hand corner there. Left as we look at it. Yep.
So the bottom left corner, or the left of your screen, is where he is hoping to put this 9 ball.
And he'll try and put this 2 ball in the same process. Try and clip the 2 and go right round the table, leaving white ball up the top of the pocket where the 6 is. Hit it too thin.
Way too
Way
thin.
too thin, eh?
Yep. And now it'll be
Gift.
all over for Richard Alfonso, even though the commentator should never, ever put the curse on a player. So
Early
that's
Christmas. Early Christmas.
Brings it back up. Oh, left it a little bit under.
Nice touch maybe for the middle pocket or the corner pocket. Beautiful.
Nicely
Middle
done.
table.
Now, just a formality, you would think. And we'll then bring you the overall score update and tell you that Tony Farrell is playing on the outside table, table 16. Who's he playing, Jimmy?
Tony Farrell playing Ronald Lopez, and Ronald's got an open table with a lot of balls in the open.
We might just cross to that table as well if we can.
There you
Here we
go,
go.
folks.
Let's just get a score update here, Jimmy. So it's 50 playing 25.
I looked at first round, they got 40 points there.
Yeah.
40 to 19. Second round, it's already 10-6.
And
So depending how this round goes, it could be all over in 3.
we'll go back to our television table. And we'll have 2 new opponents.
Well done, Largo, and Lincoln Muaulu again.
Yeah.
This will be a good match, one frame, quick fire.
Good to see Lincoln back at the table.
With his break, another guy with another beautiful break.
Yeah, great of Polynesian descent too, which is great to see. I always say this about the Polynesian people in this country. I reckon they're the best athletes in the world across anything. Just
is he going to get a ball back?
Give them the opportunity.
Oh, no ball.
But a dry break, you heard it from Jimmy.
Still not too bad. You know, it's not all there. He has to work for this frame. It's a nice shot on table 2 by Ronald Lopez. And they're starting to push out in front now and starting to dominate.
Well, they come with such a reputation, don't they? They get inside your head, then they start living rent-free. And then you find yourself sort of psychologically damaged, and it's hard to come back. You've got to believe, you've got to take your chance, you've got to play with some clarity. But the reputation puts you in two minds.
It's gonna take a real good team to beat this side. They're starting to dominate the whole tournament year in, year out. A lot of them go to America, and they deserve to. So they play the best pool on these tables. They all play for each other. One can't clear, the other will. 4 good players that all can clear the table.
So back on this main table, still just that sorting out period.
And tomorrow, Mark, are you here tomorrow?
Yes, I am, Jimmy.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Geez, another few hours with you.
I know,
You'll
mate.
Learn something else tomorrow?
No, I know. Look, I tell you, Jimmy, it's a privilege, but, you know, sometimes things just pop up, and I think they're worth discussing. I think last time we were on air together, we talked about the song The Gambler.
Yep.
Because I think sometimes you've got to take some risks in this, and it's whether you gamble or not. And what did we learn about the gambling? Where was the train heading to?
To nowhere.
It was heading to nowhere, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
And Christmas coming up soon.
Yep.
Caribou.
That's right, the caribou, the old reindeer. We've discussed the caribou. If you're not sure what a caribou is a reindeer.
Yeah, I actually Googled that when I got home, Mark.
You hadn't heard of the caribou, had you?
Never.
No.
Funny thing, my girlfriend knew what it was.
Well, let's be honest, Jimmy, as you've said, mate, you didn't last long in school because you're too busy playing pool, too busy hustling, too busy trying to master one of the best sports on the planet. And,
well,
you might have missed out on, say, some worldly facts, educational-wise. You've become a master of angles, geometry, physics, aerodynamics. That's why they call you the professor, Jimmy.
Back to school for them.
That's a good play here from Muaulu.
Yeah, he's in good position here. All his balls are nicely spread out, but he has got a problem up there with the blue stripe and the brown stripe ball. He has to make contact there somewhere along the line.
And just runs that.
Okay, this is a chance here to open the blue ball, brown ball up with this ball here.
He's capable here of playing straight through, this young man.
Nudge the blue ball. Oh, it's going to come out, and he's got another problem. Got out of one problem, put himself in another problem.
What's the problem, Jimmy?
The brown ball hid behind that green ball. So now he's going to play that yellow ball, get behind the green ball, and then open the brown ball up again.
Why not play the brain ball now? Why not look for the in-off?
He's having a look, yeah. He's having a look at the double. Like you say, he's going to take the gamble.
Does he?
Gamble on the double.
Get up with a gambler.
Wow, he is too. He hasn't seen the shot. Yellow, green, and then brown.
Oh, maybe he has. Maybe he's just pulled back. Maybe he's assessing it now.
Oh, he might have heard me.
He
Did I speak out
realises
too loud?
that Las Vegas wasn't built on winners.
I think I might have spoken out too loud and gave him the hint. He must have heard me.
And there you go, Jimmy.
Yeah, that was the right shot there.
Well done. Largo's not abusing you, so I think that it was his own gamesmanship that made him realise pretty quickly.
There you go. That's the shot I would have played. Oh, that's going to be a beautiful comeback win. Oh, what's Ronald done there? He's all right.
So, great play here from Lincoln. Muaulu, he's a quality player. And look at this, folks. One ball away from taking this frames, 10-5, pulling back 5 more points. On the other side, table 16, I'll get Jimmy to update that as this game is all over. So it is Lincoln Muaulu who wins that by 10 frames to 5. And on table 16, Jimmy?
Mr. Lopez wins that 7-10, 10-7.
So almost cancel each other out.
Yes.
That lead will still be reduced by 2 points.
And everyone's adding up their points, see where they are in the competition.
There it is,
Look at
60
that.
plays 25.
Starting to slip away
60
slowly.
plays 32, my apologies.
One more round and it could be all over here. They need to make, oh, there you go, there's the update. There's the update, not too bad.
65-42.
23 points in it, not much. They need
Still
a couple of 10-nillers.
Yep.
Bring them right back in contention.
And so we will go into the third round. Both teams now chatting and discussing who's going to go on the television table.
Signing his life away.
Probably would be happy that they're signing their life away on that table, would you, Jimmy? You probably don't want their pen anywhere near the cloth.
Okay, we've got Jeffrina versus Richard Alfonso. I've got my money on Jeffrina here. On table 2, Jeffrina, nice break. Come on, Jeffrina, we need this game. Keep in the game.
You're supposed to be neutral as a commentator, Jimmy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot you told me about that.
Jeffrina Harwood is playing on table 16, the outside table.
She's done a nice break here.
But this one on the television table between Marvin Pedrago and Tony Whaarau should be an absolute beauty. Two quality players, two contrasting styles. But they just need to try and shift the momentum. Whaarau there after that first round. They've managed to climb their way back into the light and minimise the damage, but they need something special. And it will be Pedrago with the break.
Nice. On table 2, nice shot by Jeffrina, but she's left herself absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Snookered.
Under the break, so Pedrago with the break.
Wow, that's a nice break.
And it's a dry break. So
Look at those stripes, they look beautiful.
Tony
Just
Whaarau will come to the table, and as Jimmy you can hear, I think we'll probably take the stripes and look to try and just play through this rack.
Yeah, you know he's got a bit of problem with that striped green ball by the yellow ball there. See up in the left-hand, bottom left-hand corner here?
Yep.
That's his only problem with that other striped ball. Now he'll be thinking, how can I move that? How can I move that one ball to win me the game? The solids are also an option too. Only because 3 balls around that green stripe and yellow ball, and you can open it up easily. He's got a hard option here to make. Okay, so he's going for the solids, which, like I said, that red ball can open up the yellow ball, but putting the green onto the red.
Hope you are enjoying coverage. You are watching the final of the 2022 Senior 8-Ball Teams Championship, the VNEA endorsed championship.
It's a nice shot over on table 2 by Richard. He's got full control of the frame here.
So now what can Tony Whaarau do?
He's, you know, he's not sure because of that problem in that corner there. That yellow ball.
Yeah, he's very aware of it. But he's got to focus on the ball in hand. There's one. Brings it back down.
He's got in trouble straight away.
So what does he do here? Can he thread the needle with the purple stripe ball?
Yeah, that looks pretty good. run that in and hopefully
Looking to
make
thread the riddle and then maybe try and disrupt if he can follow the cue ball through.
off
No,
the 3. Yep.
off the 3 and covers the corner. Has he done enough, or is this now the opportunity for Petrago just to come up, Jimmy, and get the job done?
Yep, I can
You
see
look
him
at the
doing the job.
solids, what's the danger here?
Yeah, that one ball again, but now he can open that up. But what he'll do here is he'll probably pot the blue ball, orange ball, go up table, and then he'll pot that 12 ball in front of the red ball and leave Tony no shot. So pot these balls, get to the purple ball, and maybe he's got some action.
So you're listening to the Professor, Jimmy Henry.
Nice touch, sit on the side rail, perfect angle. Excuse me.
So Petrago
Run this in.
looking to continue to apply the pressure. Bit of a Chinese snooky here on the brown 7. What does he do now, Jimmy? What's the shot here, and what's the follow-up shot?
Yeah, like I say, he's going to end up potting that 12 ball and sitting the white ball right on that green and striped ball. So he wants to pot the brown ball and then just play a safety shot. Still control that corner by putting away his 12 ball. TV shot.
Runs it up. So, first part of the objective finished.
Well, that's pretty good.
Now,
Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice stop shot here.
stop shot, then onto so the brown 7, then the green 6. Come back, he owns that corner. Key moment. Oh, lovely shot.
Well, how unlucky is that? How unlucky is that? On both tables have been very unlucky.
Yeah, great initial shot, wasn't it? He's not happy. Still at the table, though. Still at the table. That is the key thing at the moment.
Okay, he's looking to play in this 3 ball off the green ball or the yellow ball into the middle pocket. On table 2, Jeffreen is in good position to take out the frame. Just has to have one good pot here.
Wow.
Yep,
Wow, wow, wow. From an opposing position to now finding himself in a world of trouble. Tony Fardow just needs to make some amendments here, make a few adjustments.
And make a crucial combination shot here. If he pots this, he's got a good chance of taking the frame.
1.
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
How quickly things can turn around. And now coming back for the stripe. Lots of weight on that, brings it high up on the table.
Yeah.
So happy to still continue to play down the table.
Yes, he's a little bit.
What's his next object ball here?
Yeah, 13-9, and then he should be okay.
So
He'll
going
be
to play the orange stripe ball.
for the yellow.
Bring it back. Put it on a dime. There he does. So just back spin on that. Brings it back ever so slightly. Now the 9 ball, 1, brings it across. A nice job here, Tony. He's a quality player.
On the other side there, Richard gets away with that win, winning 10-5.
Now Tony fired up. He's brought out the jigger. He's happy to just play this. Got to be careful. Chinese snooker does.
Good shot. Nice shot.
Got options. Should clear the table from here. Tony fired out.
And roll forward.
Oh, a little bit too much weight on it.
Yeah.
Right. I think he's
Not
okay.
too bad. Yeah, not too bad.
I think he's okay. And I wanted to get himself on the other side of it.
Yeah, he wanted to be directly in front of it.
But this to take this frame by 10 frames to 5, which will nullify what's happened on the outside table.
Yeah, well.
But it will still give the lead to the West Auckland spotters.
Wow, they're still just struggling a little bit. Points down. The Aero Rack, that's what it's called, Aero Rack.
Yeah, I like the Euro Rack. I'm just disappointed I haven't seen the jigger come out today, Jimmy. I love the jigger. Jigger was my friend when I was at school, when I was growing up. 80 plays 57, so 33-point lead at the moment. So...
How many? Did you go to school? You sure you got
23 lead. 23, sorry mate, 23. Cheers, Jimmy. I'm just surprised you picked me up on that, Jimmy. Anyway, I know more about falcons than you do. I know more about falcons, Jimmy. And I knew that a caribou was a reindeer.
Okay, come on, Jeffrina. Open table.
Yeah, haven't really seen a lot of her, have we? Because she just hasn't really been given the opportunity. She's just come up against players who have just had really good breaks. Well done, Largo. This time a dry break. So, Jeffrina Harwood.
Take the stripes, take the stripes, take the stripes.
She'll be surveying. She'll be putting the little dots and then looking to try and draw a line.
Good to see her playing in the men's division. Hopefully it entices a lot of other ladies to play in men's teams.
Well, there's really no reason why they shouldn't. This is not a strength-based sport. This is a hand-eye coordination sport. I think darts is another one. I think lawn bowls is another one.
Nice start, nice start.
And I think if these sports are wanting to get themselves at the Olympic Games, one thing the IOC are looking for is making sure that you've got that gender, the genders against each other, genders playing each other. Now we do see the jigger, and that is known as the reindeer.
Oh no, you're talking too many reindeers today.
It's
what's another animal like a reindeer?
a deer.
A deer.
Antlers.
Close. Yeah, they look like antlers. Who wears antlers?
A deer.
A moose. Caboose. Caboose.
You know there was rumour, Jimmy, that there was
Jeez,
still
mate,
some
I'm
moose
starting
somewhere
to wonder.
in
I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah, but there was rumours that there are still moose living in Fiordland. But no one's ever actually seen these moose in more recent times, but there's been the odd sighting. A bit like the Loch Ness Monster, Jimmy.
Myth. That's a
Good.
nice shot. That's a nice shot. Got a good angle to come down table towards the 7 and the red ball. The red and the brown solid ball. Just make sure the pot here. Don't worry about position. Pot the ball. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, the hard transition here would be the blue ball to the black ball.
So, yeah, a lot of work to be done
Yes.
for Jeffrina Harwood here. But this is where you test them. They're going to need to be at their very best.
This could bring them right back into contention with one round to go. On the other table, we've got Ronald Lopez playing Lincoln Mua'ulu. Ronald ball in hand. A lot of his balls on the rails, but he's going to play this one shot here to break them all open. Back to the action. It's Jeffrina Harwood. Wants the white ball right back to where it is now.
Brown 7,
That's
good
beautiful. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice angle.
shot. So now comes back for the orange 5.
Okay, just
We
needs
should want to just play through here because it'll be a huge points gain.
punch it into that 13.
Huge points gain.
Oh, beautiful.
Just-
Yes.
2 balls away, but getting back across for the 8 ball is now the key here.
Yep,
Must
easy
think
for
this,
her.
must pop this though.
Easy for her.
Comes across, beautifully done. So,
It could be a little bit straighter.
chance here to win this frame 10-0. And how big would that be in the context of this final for the Pukekohe Falcons, who coming into this were trailing by 23 points. That would reduce the margin to 13, with the game still being played on the outside table. Now, how much pressure is she under? Does she believe? Got to be careful here.
Come on, put it away there, Jeffrina. Beautiful shot.
Plays the
Yes.
shot, and there it is. So Jeffrina Harwood gets a victory over Roldan Largo, 10-0. Big moment in the context of this final, and that will close things up. By my calculations, to a 13-point lead, Jimmy.
Wow, that was a great finish.
Well, very good performance from Jeffrina Harwood.
Yeah, with only one more round to go, eh? We'll see what the score is after.
There it is. So 80 plays 67. My maths is better this time, Jimmy. 13 is the lead.
Yeah.
And with this table going on 16, it could easily become,
So we
could
got
close it up. So it is the spotters who still have 2 games still in this third round have to be completed.
This is going to be a good match between these two players.
Well, break's going to be so important now.
Definitely, that's where it all happens.
Really
With the
big break required.
And do they get one down? That's the key.
No, they don't.
Wow,
Oh,
and
Brown 7, no. So, dry break.
Yeah, and he's
I'm
got a
pretty
starter.
sure that Peter Kingy will be pretty happy here.
Yes, definitely the solids.
Yep. So
All the
he's
three
looking
in
to
the
put
middle.
the 3 in the middle pocket.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to nudge this yellow ball behind the 12. If he
No,
can
he
help
does it
Oh,
nicely. Superb.
That's a great shot. That's a great start.
Superb.
If he can run this out here, we have an even game. Nice start. Nice 2 balls.
Yeah, good start here.
Anyway, Mark, tomorrow we've got the juniors.
Yeah, no,
I'm
looking forward to that.
Yeah, me
Looking
too.
forward to
Can't
that.
wait.
That's the team's format.
Yep, team, and I think they're going to name the team going to the VNEA next year, Junior World
And
Champs.
so what age group is junior?
They've got 3 age groups there. 8 to 12, 12 to 16, and 16 to 21.
Do you rate this guy Sheridan Burmester?
Oh yeah, mate, he's one of the best 21s we've got at the moment that are going around. Oh no,
Well,
he's left the door open.
he has left the door open. Yeah,
that
no,
was
looking
a
forward to
big
that.
chance. Wow.
Big chance, but he's still got.
Well, I'd hate to give Richard this sort of table. You know, he's the guy that can sort of
Yeah,
clear.
I was going to say he's still got a chance. And then I just had a look at the spread here, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, nah, it's pretty open here. Player of this quality. Really
That's
only
a
got
big.
to get this ball and then continue to play down that end of the table
Yeah.
and just dominate that top left-hand pocket too,
Yeah.
by the looks of it. Quite a bit of weight on that, but it's going to slow up. And here we go, folks. Does he play the plant here, Jimmy?
No, he takes the 14, but
Just
I don't
takes
know
the
where.
one-on-one.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going to go to after this. He'll probably go to the 9, touch it in, give himself an angle on the 9. Oh,
Brings it
look at
across,
that.
puts it down,
Wow.
mistake, key moment,
Unbelievable.
unforced error. And there we go, Richard Alfonso. Have a
that,
look at this,
folks.
Jimmy.
Yeah, big
Well,
mistake. This could
big
be the
mistake.
change in the game.
And now
Now
we
they're
are in for a mighty final because the door has been left open for Peter Kingy. And look at where those solids sit on the table, ball in hand. He can address any area of weakness now.
Okay, he's going to go blue, purple, brown. Oh, he hasn't gone far enough. That's all right.
Comes back, the orange ball still a shot that's going to provide a little bit of difficulty.
Yeah, he needs to make him pay.
He's going to need to put some weight on one of these at some point.
Okay, this is where he has to get the good line on the purple. He wants another line on that purple ball. He could take the purple now, but he wants a better line to go towards that 5 ball. And he's gone too hard, folks. Damn. That's not too bad, but...
Well, he's got to play the purple ball now. He's got no choice here. And now he's got to maybe just try and run this somehow back up the table.
No,
he snookered himself. Has he snookered
No.
himself? He snookered himself. And so
No.
he's gifted it back to Richard Alfonso. So both teams feeling the pressure at the moment. Huge pressure.
Unbelievable. Another opportunity to take Richard out.
And
Just
he
gives them an
misses
opportunity.
it. And now ball in hand. And Richard Alfonso will come to the table, run through this rack and go 10-5 up. Well, both players have had their chances. Both players have squandered them. And that is the psychology of sport.
Yeah, there's pressure there, you know.
You wouldn't have seen it earlier, but we had the great Jimmy Henry crack earlier today.
Crack, I didn't even get a turn. These guys just beat me
Oh,
up.
that's the definition of cracking, Jimmy. I'm not sure what your definition is, mate.
Not to worry, I'll be back.
So the Terminator said, how many movies have they made since?
Yeah, true.
And punches it down. Comes back now. Just got to get him up himself for that black. Happy just to play this, then just needs to keep that cue ball pretty much where the orange 9 is. It looks like he'll run through that a bit.
Yep, you're right, mate.
A bit
Gifted it back.
Yep, and so the only positive is it'll be a 10-6. That lead will go back out to 18 points.
He was looking at the cameraman to shake the cameraman's hand.
Go back out to 18 points. And this, what was the previous result on the other table? Do we know that?
Yeah, that's another close match. And we've only got 4 games to go, folks, and the score is...
We'll find out for you.
90-73.
90-67. So, 73. There you go, Jimmy. So, just a 17-point lead.
Hey, just imagine if he would have won that. It would have been so close. It would have been 80-90, something like that. Oh, look at this shot by Ronald. Wow.
Well, you need to describe it, Jimmy, because at the moment... you're the only
On
one
table
watching
2,
it.
yeah. We might get a shot at table 2. Here we go, folks. 1, 2, 3. Kaboom. Okay, Lincoln looks like he's got it all sewn up on the other table. Table 2 is watching it. Plantation. Nice shot. Little draw back to the middle of the table. Beautiful weight. In position. Makes it look so easy. When he's on his game, he's very hard to beat. Okay, and we've got a big game. Lincoln, we're just waiting for him to finish this game, and he's straight back on. I don't think they want to play out of order. That's why they send Lincoln in. Because once he goes, that's the last of them. with their #1 draw card. Lincoln Muaulu finishing up his last game against Marvin at Padrago.
Yeah, really starts to get absolutely vital now. No room for error. This is where both teams will be certainly feeling the pressure.
Okay, this is a game, two of the best players that have been around for the last 10 years, folks. Marvin Padrago versus Lincoln Muaulu. If they pot a ball here, they got a choice. So whenever you do break, you just hope for a ball to go down.
Yeah, big game. Do we know what that... So...
Has he got a ball? Is it dry? Go. No, it's dry.
No, it's dry, but still, it's a...
Yeah, I hate to give Marvin, an open table like this. It's all there, it's solid. 2 ball first. 4, 6, 3, 5, somewhere along the line.
So a chance here just to...
Yeah, score some points at least.
Yeah, get into a rhythm, set the tempo, move a few balls around and open this table up.
Yes.
Always such a key part of any frame is off that break. There is a lot of critical mass on the table. But Padrago over Muaulu.
He's had the 1 loss, but still scored 5 points, so he's on 25 points out of 40 so far.
It's a great competition though, isn't it? I mean, anytime you take a game and shorten it up to say 1 frame, the best players are often going to get beaten too. Imagine tennis, if you took it just to 1 set, how many times Nadal and Federer and these guys would lose. And T20 cricket's revolutionised cricket, same thing. 1 player can take it away. Test match cricket, well, you need to have 8, and normally in the longer form of this, you've got to be, you can get away with dropping a frame. You sometimes get away with dropping 3 or 4. But it certainly makes for an exciting format.
Yeah, I've always said the better player will win the longer races. Okay, I think he needs to... What is he going to do here? He's going to go 1 down table. Probably go for green next, but I don't like this angle here. It's going back towards where he is. Unless he puts some spin on the ball.
Yeah, intriguing part of this match though.
Okay, we've on our last 2 games of 4 left in the round.
Yeah, fascinating final. Will it be the Pukekohe Falcons, the West Auckland Spotters? The Falcons have already beaten the Spotters in a semi-final. And under international rules, normally that would mean that the Falcons would get 2 lives, but not in this format. So it is winner take all, even though technically the Spotters have benefited from a second life to get through to this final. But both teams know what was up for stake. They both play under the same set of rules. I think everybody's happy with the way it's played out. Yeah,
they are much quicker and faster, Just imagine trying to beat a team twice, like Marvin and them. Once is okay, but twice, very hard. Okay, he's got 3 good balls and positions here. Oh, that made it a little bit tough. Look, he slaps the table in disgust. Now he's given himself a little bit of a problem, but I think he can get between the orange ball and the green stripe ball if he plays this nicely. Let's see what he does. Let's see if he gets that little...
Professor Jimmy Henry alongside of me, bringing you the action, the final of this 8-ball teams championship.
A real delicate touch here to play this 3 ball in the middle and get over the other side. He's going for the corner, so he's going for another big shot down the rail.
What do you call it, a TV shot, Jimmy?
Yeah, definitely a TV shot, because how is he going to get to that 5 ball?
No, we like the TV shots.
Yeah, they're good. A little bit of luck involved here if he hits that 5 ball.
Let's
So
have a
chop
look
this
here.
in. Look at that. Oh, a little bit wide.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh.
But look at that. I told you he's going to...
So he's rewarded at one end, but punished at the other.
What's he going to do here? I think he's going to double that 5 ball. Kick the 14 ball into the open and leave himself a shot on the black.
Make it sound so easy, Jimmy.
Well, that's the only shot he has. You know, he's got to just hold that white ball with that 14 stripe ball, green stripe ball.
Yeah, so
So it's on the right side of that black. So here comes a big shot. This is do or die for him. If he misses, he loses. Oh, he's going backwards. So he's going 3 rails, make the white ball go towards the purple and white. 3 rails off the shot. 1, 2. Oh, he's way out.
yeah, and the thing is too that he had a chance. There's still 7 strike balls left on the table, and what a big moment that was to go to a 10-0 lead, and now suddenly, the door of opportunity not just slightly ajar, but basically pushed wide open. In fact, maybe even taken off the hinges, Jimmy.
Yeah, definitely. Big chance here, mate. Still going to be a lot of pressure there for Lincoln. Just make this first ball. I don't know where he's going to end up here. Wow, he's going to take the 10 ball, get rid of 2 of his hard balls, stop it there. He just pots with ease, doesn't he?
He does, makes it look easy. But the
Yeah,
great
he
players
does.
do make it look effortless, don't they?
Oh,
Oh, and just
hey.
when we say that...
You-
no, it's commentator's curse, Jimmy. I've told you about the commentator's curse, Jimmy. I don't know why you continue to do it, Jimmy.
He's listening
Mate,
to you. You're the one
stop,
that said it.
stop preempting things, Jimmy.
I was just saying that he shoots good, and the next minute you're saying, yeah, he's going to put
Yeah,
everything.
but Jimmy, I'm following your lead. I'm backing you up.
Wow, that's
one
a
team,
big-
one dream as commentators, Jimmy.
That's a big loss there. You see Marvin not clearing this, so that means he is. Kiss, kiss. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's a big turn in the game there.
Huge turn.
Yeah. Marks the pocket where the black's going in. You must mark that overseas and Valley World Pool.
So this will be a 10-2 victory, and that is
Yeah.
significant in the
Very,
context of
very.
this final. That is just a monstering. And there it is, just like that. So Lincoln Muaulu,
Yeah.
I wonder whether he was just feeling the pressure of this
Well,
final, Jimmy.
No, I think he just rushed it, you know. He rushed
Just
it.
had chances, didn't he? But he'll learn from that, and that's what they've got to
Wow.
learn. Slow it down, take your time, and
Costly
don't listen
learn.
don't have the commentators preempt it. Don't have the commentators preempt it. So we will get an update on that score for you.
Yeah, let's see that score. Oh, they're starting to slip away. 20, yeah. Wow.
104, so almost
Game over
20
here
point lead.
playing. So they need to win the last 3 games. Yeah, they need to win the last 3 games. This game that's happening between Jeffrina and Ronald, they need to win that. Okay, just 1 game to the Spotters and they will win the title again. 2 seasons, 2 wins. And if you're all interested in making up a team and playing these rules, they have tournaments at...
Well, the nice thing is they have in golf a thing called Ambrose, where even a bad golfer can still add to it, where you take the best shot. So whoever has the best drive off the team, you might have 4 in a team. Everyone takes their next shot from within about 6 inches of that particular ball. And so even if you're crap and you can take a putt, maybe flick the putt, you sort of feel like you're contributing. And
Yep.
sometimes you can have 3 really good players, and you go, well, rather than conceding 40 points because you've only got 3 on 4, have somebody who just can sink the odd ball, you know? And everybody's capable of sinking a ball, aren't they?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And you never know. Someone stuffs it up on the 8, and you can find yourself as a very average pool player, you know, helping your team get 10 points.
Yes, definitely. Well, we've got a tight frame here, mate. This is going to take a while, this frame here. All too many clusters.
Yeah, someone's going to have to break this up at some
Yes,
point, aren't they? And look
yes.
at that, automatically we're seeing defence, so it is going to be...
But this is the man who will do it. Guaranteed. He ain't holding back nothing. If he finds one shot, he's going to go for it. One defensive shot, and then I think he'll go.
Yep. Yep. So this is for the purists. They love this form of pull. They like it when it's this strategic. I guess for people watching it, no different than T20 cricket. People hitting sixes. People like to see balls being pocketed. Very, very strategic.
Big thank you for our scoring man, Sheridan Burmester. Just have to tell Bernie to put in, you just have to give Bernie an invoice, 500. Oh, actually, he's paid for you to go to Puerto Rico.
That's right, we do have a team going off to Puerto Rico, a New Zealand team going off to Puerto Rico, so I look forward to bringing you the coverage and updates of that over the time via social media or various channels.
Did you hear the good news about Sullivan?
Yeah, I did. I've been watching
Wow.
Sullivan Clark, but I'll get you just for people tuning in who might not be familiar.
Yeah, well, he's been, he's gone close with one of the world's best at the moment, Federer, of course, and he's also beaten a lot of top players, the likes of David Al-Kaidi and Koping Chung. Wow, that's that's world class, beating those three players just there.
Yeah, and look, and I've said that. I mean, what I like about him is that he's playing overseas now, and he's basically becoming that hardened professional. You've got to learn to live in the back of a car, drive from competition to competition, lose, go out in the first round sometimes, bounce back the next day. And look, I'm confident with Sullivan that he'll just have that season where he'll go to that next level, he'll find that consistency, and that's what it is. It's finding that consistency.
Yes.
And that's what all young players are looking for. They know what they're capable in one moment and one given time, but it's the great players do it on a regular basis. And sometimes you've just got to keep applying your trade. As we have a look here, misses that shot, Jimmy. So, still.
Yeah, I think he's not worried because of where the balls are placed.
Yeah, I was just about to say, but based on the ball placement, he didn't look overly concerned, did he?
No. He thinks that he's going to get back to the table, that's why. He's just luring Peter into a little bit of a trap, making him take all his balls away and leaving him an even open table. Yeah, so if Pete don't get to that green ball, he's in trouble. They're going to lose that frame and maybe the match.
Right. Another.
So I call this just podding yourself into trouble. Because how are you going to get that green ball? Is it on? Is it on back there? It could be. It's got a little angle to swing back over there now.
Yep.
Yeah, see, now he's played defensive. He knew it wasn't there.
Just see that too with the angle that he put on the cue ball. So good, smart play.
I think over this number 2 table might wrap it up. If he wins this frame, it could be close to all over, folks.
Just remind people who are playing on that outside table, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's Lopez against Jeffrina Harwood. And Jeffrina Harwood's got a nice opportunity here to put him away. If she knows the game, she'll play the snooker here. Because nothing really much is happening. Anyway, back to the main table.
Yeah, key moment in this whole match now. These next couple of shots, absolutely vital. So, misses that.
Yeah, both they know, both just holding off, making, this is a good shot here by Pete. Just make it safe behind the 8 and the 13 ball. Roll the ball down there, beautiful shot.
Yeah, that's great. It's nice, isn't it? That means that suddenly the onus.
Hey, we've got our first airborne shot coming up. Nice shot by Roldan, leaving Peter nothing.
Yeah, Roldan Largo. So
here we go, folks.
Up against Peter Kingy.
Table 2, a big shot coming up. This could either make him or break him. Jump shot. Quite hard to jump on these tables because of the slate is a little bit thinner.
You don't quite get that pop, do you?
Yes, not hard enough, but he does. Look at that.
Oh, nice shot.
Nice jump shot there by... Oh, no.
Oh, puts it down.
Could be all over, folks.
Yeah, well, can't be afford to make those mistakes at this point in a final. All I'll say is it gives everybody at home just a little bit of reassurance that even the best can make those shots, or miss those shots, I should say. So,
Okay, the best shot here for Well Done would be to pop that ball and move the green ball past the 8 ball. So
it's been a niggly game, hasn't it? Just with the position of these balls, just surrounding this one particular pocket, one part of the table, just creating that cluster.
Yeah, he got out of jail there on table 2, Ronald Lopez. Okay, I think that could be over here after this game. I just need this one here.
So we'll just finish this game on the table.
Yep, I think they've won it.
So we will just see this game finished, and then we'll update that result for you.
Yes.
So let's just see how this does play out. There's been a lot of calculations going on in the background with some of the results on the other table. A chance here now. Oh,
it's a nice shot.
Really nice shot. You heard it from Jimmy. So,
okay. So this is the key shot here. He's going to play with a bit of spin to kick into the green ball. Off the rail, 2 rails, go behind the green ball, or just touch it in like that for the middle pocket.
Yeah, tough shot though.
Yeah,
Corners
no,
on
I
those
don't
middle
think
pocket.
he likes it either. I don't think it's on.
I don't know whether that's on either, Jimmy.
Oh no, it's on.
So this, to win this final, so here we go. So roll down Largo to win this for the West Auckland Spotters. Misses the shot, but calculations being done in the background. It's still might be enough from the results from the outside table. We'll have to wait, folks, as we see Peter Kingy looking to finish this frame off, and then we will go to the scorecards.
Yeah, congratulations, Spotters. Second season in a row. They've won over 10 grand.
Unofficial at the moment. We will confirm that for you.
And earlier, like I say, if you're willing to get a team and participate in any of the club's VNEA leagues, they happen on midday week games. Monday through to Friday, you've got a club playing one of them. More than welcome to make a team and participate.
So this, well, he'll win the battle, but he won't win the war, Peter Kingy, but we'll confirm those results for you. Stand by. We'll hand it over, but looking at in the background, and there it is. Yes, it is. So it is the West Auckland Spotters of Marvin Petrago, Ronald Lopez, Roldan Largo, and Richard Alfonso, who run out 8-ball senior team champions for 2022. They defend their title over a very good performance from Peter Kingy, Tony Whaarau, Lincoln Muaulu,
yeah, we'll just get a shot of
them. Jeffrey Harwood.
We'll just get a shot of them with the shield, the 4 of them.
And so we will just get a shot of the 4 players together with the shield. They defend their title. They pick up more than $10,000 in prize money. And there they are. The Spotters. Team with the strong Filipino influence. They've continued to dominate teams. They were somewhat upset in the initial minor semi-final, the second life, which they were given due to their brilliant pool play, meant that they got themselves into the final. They made the corrections, and they etched their name in the history books. Final thoughts from you, Jimmy, the Professor Henry?
Yeah, too good on the day. You know, they were the team to beat from the start, even from the start of the season, played too good.
So on behalf of myself and Jimmy, we appreciate you tuning in, watching this wherever you are around the world. We encourage people to take up the sport of Q Sports. We look forward to having you tomorrow from 12 o'clock when we bring you the juniors. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you're inspired by what you see, do check out the range of Predator Q equipment. And don't be afraid to join one of the 5 Masse clubs in the North Island. Catch you tomorrow.
Thank you.